choose to fight it. You don't need armies to take down the monster underneath the crown. It's just a one-shot, stay locked, cloak and dagger, what you're after, but I'm not your hired gun. Bullets to wars and nothing's won. This might be your one chance, you can withdraw. I'll take all your deep cuts, I'll take it all. I am every mirror, you're just a wall. Even if I cry, you will watch yourself fall. All talk and never answers, you spread your hate like cancer. Take a pick, either path is reckless. All talk and never answers. All talk and never answers. All talk and never answers. It's always consequences on the fences, not my best. It's our choice to stand behind the one who knows to pull the trigger. Feeling it all fade fast when you mistake broken glass for wall door. This might be your one chance, you can withdraw. I'll take all your deep cuts, I'll take it all. I am every mirror, you're just a wall. Even if I cry, you will watch yourself fall. Coming to a hard stop, how does it feel? Knowing no control here, is this the
Apologies all, almost set up. I got home a bit later from work than I expected.
cancer? Take a pick, either path is reckless. All talk and never answers. All talk and never answers. All talk and never answers.
Why does everybody keep talking? I'm becoming one with the flaws of the war. Brittle to the bone, my mirror is filled with caution. It's often they lie to us just to make a profit. Everybody lost it, that's why I'm making paths of my own. The king falls and his men call for the throne. While the people that keep everybody breathing is grieving. So why should we attack? It all falls back.
What the fuck do you mean? Ah, yes, work. You know what? Screw it, screw it. I'm close enough to ready. I can go live and address this. Why are you putting work in quotation marks, Mayo? Huh? Huh? Why is work in quotation marks, sir? That one does not check out. I am employed. I don't know what to tell you. Welcome in, Shadow! Welcome in, Vientance! Welcome in, Golf! Welcome in, Dicefter! No worries, man. Have a lovely day at work. Welcome in, Ad! Welcome in, Golf! Welcome in, Sylphonic! Lovely to have you. Welcome in, Mayo! Welcome in, Ancient! How's your day going? Oh, and sub-only mode. Marshu, were you waiting for me to start talking? Welcome in, Marshu. Welcome in, Eltic. What the fuck do you mean, work in quotation marks? Welcome in, City. Welcome in, SRF Beta. Welcome in, Pokems. Welcome in, Tabanan. Welcome in, Sten. Welcome in, Jerry. Welcome in, Rigu. How's everybody's day going? Welcome in, all of the second-class citizens in Twitch. I see you. Welcome in, Vistocha. Yes, by the way, you are on the list. I saw your DM. Lovely to have you. Okay, good. I was worried. We only had like 4 people total, but now we've got an actual proper list, so now we should be good. Paid content? No, it's not paid content. So, okay, you know what? You know what? I was very, very recently complaining yet again about... Oh, sorry, let me put on actual BGM, and then I will free you from sub-only mode eventually. Let me start with Stention. It's a nice song. So I was complaining again in the Discord like 20 minutes ago as I was setting up. Oh, welcome in, Rigu! Welcome in, Yomu! Lovely to have you both. I hope you're having a lovely day. Spy job. Why are you making it sound sexual? You fucking... you dirty freak. Maximizing the value of sub-only mode. Yeah, but, I mean, this is the first time anyone's ever waited for the content to actually start, so I guess Marshu's having character character development. What was I saying? Oh, right. I was complaining about how Twitch is once again going, hey, by the way, you should set a new sub goal. And I was telling it, please shut the fuck up. Please fuck off. I don't want another sub goal. Welcome in, peasant. It's lovely to have you. Why do I have chibis enabled? You know what? People have been behaved. They're on until you misbehave. That's fine. But no, I will not be setting a new sub goal, Twitch. Thank you very much. And then Xylee, who isn't even here, by the way, said I should set it to 100,000 subs, but then also thought, oh, you'll probably hit that. No, the fuck I won't. Welcome in, Saphira! I like how you say Mouse set sub mode when I was the one who said it. Oh, well, I just blamed Mouse, because Mouse said hi immediately after, and that sounds like something Mouse would do. Chibi Exusie, you are walking a dangerous game. You're walking a very, very dangerous game. Kick Chibi when? Unfortunately, never. It only works at one at a time, which is why it only works on Twitch and not on YouTube. It's kind of tragic. What? Marshu, did you or did you not give like 20 other people tier 3 gifted subs just to fuck with me? Huh? You think I don't have pattern recognition? Oh, I can't even lean in while the chippies are in the way. Tier 3 gifted? Yes, and by the way, Marshu is not and never has been a tier 3. He's just built different. More sub... No, fucking... What, do you want me to do another sub goal? Why? Why are you like this? You know what? Sure, how about this? How about this? 2-day sub goal. 0 out of 1. There you go. Wow, wow. Is everybody happy? Is everybody happy? Oh, there you go. There you go. Get it out of your system. Enjoy it while it lasts. That's the best you're getting. I'm going to delete it in a second. Chibi lemon. Oh, and like that, the chibis are gone. Tragic, tragic. She isn't, so clearly this is a mass delusion. I am alive. That's why I'm not acknowledging you. Because I don't appreciate people just slandering me and saying I'm dead. Anyway, before anyone walks... Ah, wow, I was seconds away from removing that. Thank you very much, Ad. I was seconds away from removing that, but you beat me to it. Thank you, that's very kind. Paid content arrived. The paid content is almost over. You have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes. Welcome in, Lucy. How are you going? You just asked for money, didn't you? Put the one... You know what? Fine. Today only, there's no context. Here is what you get. This is the best you get. No, on the condition, no one is allowed to explain it at all. If I see any person explaining to a new person what that means, I'm deleting it. Sure, fine. Are you happy with yourself? You know what? Let me make it smaller so you can't see it. There you go. There you go. How's that? How's that? Hey guys, what's the 1-1 mean? Ooh, that's... Oh, I know. If I time you out, you'll be unmodded, and I'll have to deal with that later, and I'll forget to. Yeah, can we do misinformation? Yes, you're very welcome to misinform. Welcome in, Southcom. I'm not northeast, southwest. I'm just north. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not even a mod. Oh, okay. Lovely then. Lovely then. So sorry, that is actually a banned question, and you should have been aware of that. That is unfortunate. Can you believe this guy just came... Oh, what? That's crazy. He just came in and broke the rules like that? What the hell's up with that? South, will you ever have Kickpin? You know what? If I start averaging like 10 viewers on Kick, sure, so no. Message deleted, you are lying to me, Golf. I was just checking if Eltic was a mod. Yeah, you're too built different. You're too ready for this. Explaining the 1-1 is cool, but you still need to explain the 9,593 out of 0. No, I feel like I don't need to do that. I'm never removing the out of 0, by the way, because my expectation is always nothing. But no, thank you very much, Ed. That's very, very sweet. Plan? I'm not... You can't fluster me with plan, because there's only one reward left, and it's a long way away, so no one's just gonna fucking show up and drop $400. That's way too fucking much money. I've got weeks until we hit that. I do not need to worry about that, so I simply do not. You can spam it all you want. I don't care. No, shut the fuck up. No, that's not happening. No, it's not. Hey, no. Baron, like everybody else, is welcome to say hi and just enjoy the free content. Long way away, my brother in Christ, we got this far. Yeah, but do you understand that there's nothing else past that either, so people don't have anything else to look forward to? South, who is the girl on the left side of the thumbnail? That's me. The girl on the left side of my YouTube thumbnail is me. I don't know what to tell you. Baron is the one reason that makes me want to seek employment. What? You all... Oh god, it's spreading. Please do not give me your first paycheck. You don't understand. This has been a recurring issue. Please stop threatening to give me your first paycheck. Welcome in, Kiwi. How's your day going? Oh, whoops, I fucked that up. I pressed the wrong button. Dude, no. Shut the fuck up, Eltic. That's not happening. No. That was not grammar. Don't worry, I understood you, and that's the purpose of English. Okay, so 4 hands. I can actually do more than that. I can actually do more than that. Because technically I have 6 hands when I'm doing this. Hey South, should I give you my next paycheck? As long as your paycheck rhymes with $0. Yes, sure. This is not my first, but it's something... No. Shadow, you do not need to give me money. That's a very sweet sentiment. You don't... Okay. Look, let's peek, but my paycheck rhymes with dollars. Shut the fuck up, Marshu. No, you've been well behaved recently. I don't need to worry about it. You've been very, very well behaved. 6, I thought Raiden was amazing with 4. Yeah, I love how people just fetishize that with Ranny and Raiden. Anyway, sorry, look, let me be dead ass for a second, okay? Let me be dead ass. Let me peek behind the curtain. Let's keep this between you and me. That's a yes, no, it's not. Let's keep this between you and me. Of my entire life, this month is the most money I've ever earned in a single month. You do not need to give me more money. And I want you to clarify this with the fact that I took a week and a half off of my job. I want you all to remember, I took like half of the month off and I don't get paid sick leave. So please, please, please be responsible. It's really, really sweet, and it hits me in the feels, and I don't like acknowledging that, because I'm borderline a psychopath, and I'm not supposed to have emotions. But you do not need to worry about me. It's a very, very sweet sentiment. I actually just outright have more money than I know what to do with this month. Like, what the fuck am I doing? What does the queue look like right now? So, currently, the queue is Rose Prelati, also known as DXD, then Saphira, then Eltic, then Ancient, then you, Shadow, and then Vistocia, and then Sten, who is last in queue because he wants an IS handhold, which will always be prioritized lower than events. Ra, no more university. Welcome in, Raslos. Lovely to have you. Welcome in, Ewan. Is this a VOD? I just saw January 1st in the corner. No. It's lovely to have you. Also, welcome in, Ochi. Welcome in, all of you. Sorry. Do not worry about the first of the first. No. That's something else. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This is, in fact, live. Lovely to have you. I hope you're having a good day. Is this a handhold? Yes, this is a handhold for the Polymorph Museum. I always forget the actual name. And then also the rides to Lake Silberneherze. So I am doing both of those. I missed the handhold. No. Today is the handhold. Today is the handhold. I fucked up yesterday. Today is the handhold. No paid leave. Time to support you with more money. Oh, yeah. Could anybody gift me 1 singular bit? That's the equivalent of a day's paid leave, because I know I'm depriving it of somebody else. That is the best you're getting. No, I'm not e-begging and you can't make me. So I'll have to possibly give you my code at work. Unfortunately so, Shadow. Polymorph Sheep, guilty as charged. Is museum ending today? Yes, it is. But thankfully no one seems to need museum handholding. Has sub-only mode been removed? Oh my fucking god, I forgot again. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Thank you very much, Golf. Golf, you're a good boy. How obedient. Thank you kindly. Okay, that enabled sub-only mode. Okay, there we go. Okay, welcome in, everybody. You're now free. You're now free. Bro, I'm broke. No. There is no expectation of money. It is purely comedic. Lovely to have you, Mayo. I'm so sorry you got scuffed. You got scuffed. It is what it is. Does that mean you can still enter? Yes. I don't know if there'll be room for you for the queue, but there probably will be. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for reminding me. I accidentally clicked follower only mode. I accidentally clicked follower only mode instead of sub only mode, but easily fixed. How to enter handhold? Just DM South Hard Violence on Twitch. You can join my, if you're not already in the Discord, you can just join it and find me there. I need a hand held with warmth. If you want literal hand holding, I'm very liable to tear it off. Also, welcome in Pokums and or Morgan. Sorry, I saw you earlier. I did not remember if I said hi to you, so just saying hi anyway. You got the schedule yeah, yesterday was Hollow Knight. I fucked up. On Twitch or Discord? Discord. I can't believe a pre-record from January has been milking us for money this time. Well, you know what? How about this? Let me just hide it right down. Yeah, now no one can see it. There, how's that? How's that? Museum doesn't have a secret medal? Not to my knowledge, no. Okay, now you can't see it. Now you'll stop making jokes about it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna remove it. Even, maybe Timer-chan can't die, but this thing can. There, it's dead. 1 out of 1 tits. Yeah, you know, I preempted that joke. Hello, Weremore! Lovely to have you. How's your day going? No, Madge? Haha, you fool. What are you gonna do about it? Your precious 1 out of 1 mark has been deceased. You did say hi, don't worry. Okay, that's really good. That's really good. Sorry, I figured just there was a chance I would forget, so it's worth saying hi a second time. South is just that good at predicting future. Yeah, I did predict. I'm gonna throw money at you to put it back. Who said I agreed to that, Marshu? Who said I agreed to that? So you should not throw money. You should keep your money for yourself. What happened to Bros LMD? This is DXD's account, which means DXD was probably fucking leveling Catapult Alter, who isn't out yet. And is somehow worse than normal Catapult. No offense, bro is broke, yeah. You've got 4 pulls, 10 Originium Prime, and 4,000 LMD. It's crazy. Mashu, why? Okay, fine. I'll add it back for one account. I'll add it back for one account. For one stage. For one stage. Okay. That's 2 out of 1. There you go. There you go. That's 2 out of 1. I'll add it back for one stage. That's the best you get. No, thank you very much. That's very sweet. Thank you kindly. That's very, very sweet. Welcome in, Shirayuki. Lovely to have you. I don't know if I need to do museum. I feel unmotivated. There's no real reason to if you don't want the rewards, to be fair. Don't let fear of missing out get to you. I swear I saw 1 out of 1. Now it's a 2 out of 1. Don't worry about it. Welcome in, Shirayuki. How's your day going? Okay. Sorry. Back to what we were doing. So, Rose, or DXD as I always call you because I forget, you want X8 done, right? Or did you want, oh my god, sorry, I'm flustered. Hey, DXD, did you want CM8 or both? Like, do you need a re-clear? Is this a rerun for you, or do you just want CM8? I feel unmotivated playing whatever that one event is. Oh yeah, just ignore it, the museum fucking sucks. CM, okay, nice and easy. I did ED5 at D15 twice. Have you tried it? I tried it once and I lost. Okay, DXD, which team to change? Sorry, I'm still warming up. Still getting in the flow of things. I have 2 more reward levels on Poly, but when I try to do the event stage, I just don't get the currency. That's because you can only get event currency from ranking up. So pick one you did badly in and replay that one. 3rd squad. Gotcha. And no, I've tried ending 5 once. It's more fun than ending 4, but I haven't cleared it. I only attempted it once. Okay, I'm actually kind of shocked you are having trouble. No, low key. Hit me up if you're out of accounts to handhold, but considering your skill issue, it might take a while. So you understand that I have like 12 people in the queue, right? So if I get through all of them, that would be considered a good ending, not a skill issue. Lapland Alta S1 is amazing for the heaters. Or have you considered the heaters aren't the problem at all in any way? Have you considered that? Have you considered that that's not the case? SSS hook game in PM12 is crazy. I know, right? We goon to Kino apparently. Hej-san, Svej-san, Swedish hello. Oh, thank you very much, Timmy. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. You don't need to say hi with money, you know. But thank you. That's very kind. How's your day going, man? Lovely to have you. Gonna take a shower real quick. No worries, Eldrick. See you soon. Welcome in, Mio. The queue is long enough that you might still be able to get in if you join now, but otherwise probably not. Okay, now let's take a look-see. With Harold, you ideally need a fast redeploy burst of DPS. DXD does not have that. Crown Flare does not fucking count. So I will be borrowing that, which means I need to bring a bunch of medics. You don't have any good medics leveled. That's crazy. I'll say hi with money when I enter university. You really do not have to. Please make sure you spend responsibly. Bring Nightingale and pop S3 when you take his first nuke and second phase. Yeah, but I would rather bring Kirito or Texas. Yeah, okay, there we go. That solves that. Let's grab Texas. Crazy, this is a 3-day recording considering we moved to January 3rd. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Isn't it absolutely unbelievable that just like that, we're in January 3rd? DXD, how do you not have any guards? This is actually impressive. How do you have 0 guards? This is actually crazy. You have unironically 0. That's wild. That's fucked up. 380 closer to 3D model. Yes, at this stage, I've resigned myself to the fact we probably will actually get the 3D model. But I still consider it not guaranteed. You know, it is not at all guaranteed. It is a maybe. It is not a guarantee. I cast Salakado Magica Boo Bippity Boppity Boom. Welcome in, Lucerus. How's your day going? Welcome in, Datnoob. Level their siege? No. The pin shouldn't be there anymore? Yeah, it is not. But it might have glitched out for you. Okay, now let's see. I think we ideally would want another medic, but you don't... I mean, I guess Telopsis is fine. Okay, I should be able to work with this team. It's a shame you don't have Surta or Mlina. They would make this so much easier. I mean, I guess you do have Viviana's module, so maybe I'll use her instead. Currently working on our yearly stock and inventory count while listening to you. Well, it's lovely to have you, Timmy. I better use my work mail for this. Why are you watching me on your work account? Switch Lapland Alter for S1 on the heaters? No. There's no reason to do so. There's no reason to do so. I have Golden Glow for that reason. If I was just bringing Lapland, absolutely, but I also have Golden Glow. South is in the IRS? No, I'm not. It's Viviana Mod 1 and... and it's still good. South gonna ask for a Handholding museum. Absolutely, Wearmore. Please just DM me. It's everybody's favorite Mio. Yes, it is. How have you been, Mio? It's lovely to have you. Hope you're having a lovely day. And lovely week so far. I know you've been around a little bit, but it's still been a while. It's really glad. I'm really happy to see you're generally doing well. I don't know, Shadow. I really do appreciate the thought, but don't worry. This is fine. I very much appreciate the concern, but I should be fine. As long as I never let this specific heater die, I'm in the clear. Hello! South with his entire nation army somehow looking for Unk horses. Yeah, so you understand that most of DXD's characters are bad, right? Wishing I get an off-banner Nightingale when I pull for Yer. She is very good, so it would be nice to get her. Yeah, hello, welcome in, Mystic! How's your week going so far? I hope you're having a lovely one. Okay, now let's see. Hopefully I should be able to get everybody down in time. If I can't, that's not the end of the world. Because we have Golden Glow, we don't actually need to worry about activating these, because she will always target them since they have 0 defense. As you can see, she will always prioritize them, which is very convenient. Now, let's see. Can I generate a burst of DP, get Sure down there? Lovely stuff. Now, I will need to... How the fuck did you die there, Telopsis? That is embarrassing. Polymorph, heater off. Have you considered go fuck yourself? Now, the reason I brought Narantuya is very tanky. So periodically, these will get busted down sexual style with a little bit of swouse, but because we have Sure, we do not need to worry. Narantuya, let's do your thing. Normal Texas, retreat. We'll kill him with non-normal Texas, who will also proc the heater, and like that, we're back in the clear. Now, while Harold is vulnerable, his first phase is not really an issue, it's only his second phase. So we can just absolutely nuke his first phase. Second phase is a bit of a problem, though. What do you mean bad? You've got Wishadel and 3 other operators? So true, bestie. Nightingale isn't on the standard banner pool that may include limiteds? Yeah, unfortunately so, but you can still hope. Is this another Torment chat? Welcome, enjoy! No, this one should not be a Torment chat. I'm actually good at this game. I know, crazy fact. I love Goblin Glow, gotta be my favorite doggo. Yeah, she is pretty based, for real. Seems promising. Yes, sir. How much for Firelights as well? What is Firelights? What do you mean by that? And also, why are you trying to bribe me for Firelights? This is a handhold. You don't need to bribe me. Okay, we need to activate this bad boy. Outside of that, I'm going to try to avoid using the flint. South when? Me when your mum? I don't know what you mean by that, sir. Just buy yellow certs. Liz is 100% worth it. She is mildly strong, shall we say. Now, the funny thing about Sure S3 is we can actually just immediately loop Harold again. So, as long as it doesn't target Aya super often, we should be in the clear. That's going to target Inez, so we'll just make Inez invisible. and then it does not matter. If you donate 5 gifted subs, West will add you to the handhold queue. Yeah, I mean, I would also do that for free, but I guess you could also pay me for it. Again, I would do that for free. I know, crazy fact, crazy fact. Okay, let's retreat Vulpus. Oh, never mind. Wishadel already activated it. There we go, lovely stuff. That should be all of them activated, which means we can nuke one more phase of Harold. I'll actually deactivate Wishadel here, because we want it for later. 85 BGM from IS5. Yes, sir, yes, sir. People weren't aware of this, but I've been using this a while. Okay, now those nukes shouldn't be a problem. Telopsis should be fine to keep itself alive. If you donate 50 gifted sub, West will stream again. I mean, again, I will be streaming again anyway, but if you want to give me hundreds of dollars to do something I was already gonna do, sure, I guess. Is this event X8 hard? Yes, but it depends how you play and who you have. Harold as a boss is a relatively hard boss because he's a very interesting design that sort of discourages you from playing normally. You need to take your time. Wow, yeah, that's crazy. Viviana remains bad. Pretty hard if you let those furnaces go down? Yes. So basically, you've seen him do a whole bunch of nuke attacks. He does extra swings of the nuke for every furnace you have, or not furnace, emergency heater you have that is not currently active. So you really do need to keep these bad boys active. If you don't, you're in for a bad time. You're in for a worse time than Comic Sans from the hit video game Undertale. Now let's see. Texas? No, that's not enough. Thankfully, the boss does another loop, so I don't need to worry. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. As long as we don't leak any enemies, that's fine. He is a must-read mechanics? No, he is not that bad. He is not a need-to-read mechanics boss. He's not that bad. As you can see here, he's going to do two nukes and then nice and easy clear. Harold is just annoying. He's annoying if you rush things, especially because he constantly reclaims the heaters. But for example, like as you can see, he basically insta-killed my entire team there because I didn't reclaim the heaters between him activating the heaters and him existing. This is part of why Harold is really annoying. I believe Wishadel should still be fine to kill him and reclaim a lot of these. But no, as you can see, he can just use these attacks legitimately whenever, and there's fuck all you can do about it. Which means you can reclaim a tower and then it immediately gets reclaimed, which is how he reclaimed 5 instantly. Okay, I believe Lapham dies there. That's tragic. Yeah, it's also very annoying that a lot of enemies are just outright invisible because go fuck yourself. However, it doesn't ultimately matter. Oh, and by the way, he also does more damage and takes less damage based off of the number of these towers that are inactive. So I should be fine here because he's low enough. Lovely stuff. But as you can see, you make one mistake and it very quickly spirals out of control. There we go! Congratulations, DXD. The Read Alter event, I'm not hand-holding that today. You would have to bribe me, and do not. Ending 5? Yes, Dicifter! As of a few days ago, IS5 got ending 5. Uh-oh. No. I still rushed that. You're supposed to take it slower. That was just unfortunate timing. If you stall out Harold's first phase longer, or his second phase longer so he has a different route, he won't be where he was when the most dangerous enemies spawn, which is what resulted in all of my units dying. Girl boss theme? Yes, sir. Okay, congratulations! That is 1 down. Saphira, that means you are up. So, now, I've re-enabled this toggle so you can once again see my thighs. If you want to swap my outfit, now's the time. He didn't lie, you good? Damn straight I'm good. Of course I'm good. I'm good at this game. I just sometimes suffer a major case of skill issue. South's model is so cute, parentheses, boobs. Thank you, that's very sweet. Okay, Saphira, let me find your email. Sorry, it's, there we go. Okay, Saphira, if you're up now, I've sent you a code. Please let me know what it is. Knees? Yes, sir. Or people can change the outfit and see the boobs. And the thighs. Rah, pretty. Thank you so much. You know what? I'm going to change it myself. There you go. Enjoy the thighs briefly. Good job. Yes, sir! Just get Liz. She nullifies Harold's damage. He does do arts damage, and Liz does completely nullify that. At least better than Box 2 slightly. Welcome in April. It's lovely to have you. Thighs? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hydrate? Yes, sir. Sure thing. Ah, lovely stuff. Sorry, my voice is still generally slightly fucked up. Okay, Saphira, please let me know what the code is, and then also, okay, lovely, which team you want me to change. You want me to do X8 and CM8, very, very understandable. Sandwich me, you would not survive that. Oh, Dicifter, you put my outfit back on. What's wrong with you? You don't want the thighs, you want the maid dress? I see. Or are you worried that people see it while you're at work? Choke me to death with that? Sorry, that's a paid service. Didn't realize you can see the belly button. What are you talking about? I'm wearing a maid dress. The hand is very skinny. It's anime proportions. It is what it is. South of the black box, what is your wisdom? What do you mean of the black box? And in what situation, what context are you asking my wisdom for? Like, do you want my wisdom that technically speaking the ocean is a giant soup? Or do you want my wisdom on a specific topic? How much? $10. $10 and I'll, you know what? Yeah, $10 and I'll choke you to death with my thighs. That can be your custom Discord role. There you go, there you go. One-time offer, one-time offer. Actually, please reconsider, by the way. Bet? No, I really don't want to make that roll. Why do I say this shit outside? Why do I say this out loud? I don't want to make that Discord roll, because I feel like people are going to ask me about it. So how about we all handshake agree that that didn't happen and none of you heard anything? That would be really, really lovely. You heard it, guys? No, you didn't hear it. You didn't hear it. Okay, I shouldn't need to change your team if you have someone with Nightingale in your friends list. You do actually need the masteries here. I got no money, but you guys do? No, they're being well behaved. Thankfully, they actually accepted the retraction and did not do so I don't have to do that. I wanted to be choked there. Unfortunate, unfortunate. Okay, looks like you don't have a friend with Nightingale, so this will actually be slightly more difficult. Morgan minus 10? No. It's your daily dose of asking for money. Welcome in, Salty Panda. Lovely to have you. How's your day going? Gentleman's agreement? Yeah. We all just pretend I didn't say that. And good Morgan. Herzlich willkommen, mein Freund. Wie geht es dir? Wie geht es dir? Okay, let's take okay, I'll just take any Nightingale at this stage. She should be fine. The res will still contribute. The thigh job is peak. Thank you for your contribution, Jolie. Kelsey solo trust? No, this boss is impossible to solo. Okay, I should have just taken generic Nightingales, but yeah, you do kind of, you will need Nightingales. Your team is good. All pianists and Linar specifically can tank the boss a while, but Nightingale makes this so much easier. So even though she doesn't have masteries, let's see, do you have good DP gen? Not really. I'm gonna change up Thorns just because I don't know what Thorns Alter does. He is a good unit, I just don't know what Thorns Alter does, so I'm changing him up with Texas. And I will then swap out Phantom for another Vanguard just out of paranoia. So that's all. Mod Y, don't worry about it. Funny how Nightingale is never on support since she doesn't do any damage. Yeah, people are just moved on to putting on Wishadel. Okay, thank you, by the way, so much for not forcing me to make that Discord roll. I very immediately regretted saying what I said. And while I do honor stupid bets, in this case, I don't have to, so I'm in the clear. I had NG set for the past week. Yeah, but a lot of people don't remember that she does this. And by the way, yes, Nightingale looks useless there. She is only being used for her skill. Don't worry about it. Hodor is going to trust. Welcome in, Kingsman. It's lovely to have you. How's your day going, man? I hope you're having a lovely one. Okay, now Silberneherze was actually considered one of the OGs for this map. So it is good to get to use my boy again. But no, Hodora is kind of goated. In this case, we're using Hodora but Kakashi from Naruto. So not quite the same thing. Not quite the same thing, but close enough. Okay, now Silberneherze, once we need to, we can reclaim that one, but we don't need to yet. Let's take a look-see. Abenholz should be fine to assist here. No, I thought that was Logos. There we go, Logos. Wow, that's, there we go, Logos. Now we retreat Myrtle, and we want, Linar here. We want Linar here. So we'll need to capture this one with Texas. You don't even mean Hodora, but Jojo? Yeah, exactly. We just want Jojo. Oh, that's unfortunate. Your Logos is not set to S1. That's my bad, that's my bad. The others are missing it. What, the South Jobs? That doesn't exist. I'm not Steve Jobs, and there's no South Jobs either.
One thigh-induced death, please.
God damn it! Okay, thigh roll for Pokem's. Thank you very much. That's very, very sweet. Sure. You'll get your custom thigh choked by thighs roll. Well, the good news is that no one else is joining in, so that will be unique to you. Because I did theoretically say that anyone could do it. Thankfully, it's just you. Thank you very much, Perkins. That's very sweet. Please make sure you're not spending more than you can afford, okay? I'm very worried. I'm very worried. Sorry I'm late. I got stuck doing captures. Oh, that's hilarious. So, basically everything was just saying, no, you're not doing this. Oh, no, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Okay, now I'm going to use one of these flints to activate this. May sound stupid, because it kind of is, because I don't have any ranged units to keep it alive, but I very specifically want to burst Harold down real quick. Real quick. It's unfortunate you can't use Nightingale things on range. Remind me again in 6 days? No, this is a today only thing. Sir, this is a today only thing. I am not doing this in general. It's bad enough that people already memed about, oh, you should have a tier 3 sub channel. I'm not also adding a special custom gave me money roll, even if it is a thigh job joke. Okay, so Ul PP is going to get popped, but that's fine. We recovered that in time. So we should only take 2 nukes. Let's just, to be safe, activate Nightingale S3, and now nobody dies. How many rolls can you make, and what would have to donate to get a unique roll? So I shouldn't be encouraging you. You understand that, right? I shouldn't be encouraging you, because that's still a lot of money. That's still a lot of money. I can theoretically have any amount of rolls. I'm sure there's a limit at some stage, but I'm nowhere near approaching that limit. Am I feel Stein with my CS cult roll? Yeah, you still have the Cult of Crown Slayer roll. Don't you worry, don't you worry. Okay, Mlinar, please don't... Oh my god. Mlinar, thank you for perishing, Mlinar. You were very close to fucking things up for me. Okay, it looks like Logos is still actually going to proc the boss. That should be fine, that should be fine. We just need some DP. You know what, Timmy? For you specifically, just DM me. You get it for free. Because that way, there is no temptation to accept the bet. And there is no bet. You just get it for free. So there we go. There is no bet. There is no bet. It's only free content. Much like all of my other content, it remains free. So you're in the clear. You're in the clear. Man, thank you, Logos. Jola, for being insane. He's so fucking strong. Hey, now let's just kill Harold. This will be much harder in CM, but for now this is absolutely doable. Is the targeting on Harold's nuke random? Sort of, but not really. It's like theoretically random. I'm sure there's some pattern to it, I'm just stupid. Is this still DXD's account? No, this is the second account. This is Saphira's account. DXD's has already been sorted, so there is no reason for another handhold. Free content for the paid streamers, preposterous. The funny thing about that is I'm not actually... This is all free content. I'm not a paid streamer. You're gaslighting yourself. You're jaslighting yourself, even. Because it is actually pronounced jaslighting, despite popular belief. Jaslight, Jakekeep, Jurl boss, as the saying goes. Okay, anyway, that's at least one of them done. That's at least one of them done. Can you stop immediately fucking popping all of these fucking things again? Thank you. Unfortunately, with a seed, what are you talking about? South is a paid streamer, I'm just under an NDA. I am under NDAs, but I'm not a paid streamer, how dare you? How fucking dare you, Eltic? Don't forget, GIF? No, that one's pronounced GIF. That one's pronounced GIF. But it is pronounced Jandolf, just so you know. Choked by thighs, isn't it meant to be crushed by thighs? Pokums, would you like a crushed by thighs roll or a choked by thighs roll? You can pick. You mean the barrage nuke, it depending on how many ovens are lit? Yeah, he means each individual snowball, not how each individual snowball spawns. Shadow! Shadow! Yes, of course, okay? Okay, also Shadow. Thank you very much, that's very sweet. 10, yeah, tier 2, yeah, that's because that's enough to qualify for the roll. Sure. Okay, now it's no longer a unique roll, so now nobody should want it. Now 2 people have the roll, so it's nothing special, nobody should be excited for it. Absolutely, Shadow, you now get it as well. I've added you to the list. Don't forget Gryffindor, so true. Yeah, who else wanted to be a Gryffindor growing up? Thigh suffocation, crushed by booty, or grabbing South tummy, any is fine. Then it will be choked by thighs. Thank you for confirming that for me. I am changing Abenholtz. He is not good. Thorns, however, should be good. But then I need to change Fedora for a ranged character, just because there aren't enough melee tiles for him. Unironically, that's all. So, who is a good ranged character who can avoid dying? Nobody. I guess Mittum, because he can distract enemies with his summons. That works. That works. That works. It's also jambling. No, we are an anti-jambling stream. There is no jambling right here. Gow. Gow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on. This should be... CM's a bit harder. CM will be a bit spicier. Let's right away no, that's fucking stupid. South, why are you stupid? South, have you considered not being stupid? Okay, as long as we get Nightingale down. Actually, you know what? Let's change it up so I can actually use my operators properly. Let's get Lumen down here. Wow, crazy fact. He can actually reach characters, and then I can put Nightingale somewhere where she gives the res buff to other people rather than just herself. Isn't that crazy? Then we can start getting Thorns set up. Why the bees? Why the bees? It's the Great Barrier Reef, so true. I'm glad we all have an understanding of each other. Okay, now I want to set Linar up. It doesn't matter if he's freezing at the moment, as long as he gets charging in time for the boss. You can actually kill his first phase really early. While he's standing still, Linar specifically has always been able to one-cycle him. So, fingers crossed. Plus, this then also lets you reclaim another tower. Okay, it looks like I was slightly too early for the one cycle, but that's absolutely fine. Midam can stall out this. Still at least 3 damage, 3 damage. It's crazy how many enemies can just randomly recapture that. Okay, why are you messing with the bees, sir? What's that about? What's that about? How dare you mess with the bees? Okay, now let's set Ulpipi Anus. Then I need to retreat you and proc this bad boy. It is so stupid how many enemies can just randomly, for no reason, reclaim a tower. Like what happened just then. For now on, those Thorns should be able to maintain 2, so we should be in the clear. Ulpianus can deal with phase 1, so I'm not too worried. It's phase 2 specifically that's a problem. I hate IS-5 casters. Eltic, look, let's gonna be real. You weren't gonna beat Amir anyway. I don't know what to tell you, Chief. I don't know what to tell you, Chief. You are not going to beat Amir anyway. I've got bad news for you. Hey, man, look, I'm just being honest. Lobster's kind of good. He's surprisingly tanky and reliable. Yeah, I just don't understand how Lobster works, so I don't use him, that's all. Okay, now that once this guy's out of range, we should be able to buy some time. You know what? Logos can tank one. There we go. That should buy some time. It's so fucking stupid how RNG it is when he reclaims this shit. It's so fucking stupid how he just randomly reclaims shit for no visible reason. There we go. That's most of them reclaimed. Let's retreat Texas. Jula should be able to buy me some time. Not enough from Linar to come back, but just time in general. Maybe Silver Daddy? It's fine, it's fine. He still has another loop, but that's so cringe. Kind of crazy how AK switched strategy with dominant on ground tile for 2 years, now we do range tiles. To be fair, the reason they stopped doing range tiles as the dominant strategy was because you could just cheese it out with Exusier. Like, Exusier outright shattered the game's balance. I am not kidding. Holy shit, can you stop reclaiming every fucking tower, you piece of shit, please. Okay, Silver Ash should reclaim the 2 most important ones. Linar can proc 1 of his phases if I stall him out with these guys. Lovely stuff. And now that gives us a little second while Nightingale's S3 is still up. Handholding. Welcome in, Rainer! Lovely to have you. How's it going? How's your day going, Raizune? I hope you're having a good one. Frostbite the upon the arse event? No, it's not so bad. It's just, it's his random reclamations which are really cringe. Like, as you can see, he didn't reclaim there, so I was able to get 2 of his HP bars with 0 problems. It is genuinely just a case of his random reclamations really fuck you over. Bees nuts fucking got me. Al nuked all of my operators, but redeployed unemployment clutched the stage hard for me. Lapland does tend to clutch. She is pretty good at it. She is pretty good at it. Okay, this is fine. Now, these guys, you do need to bait out the snowballs. These guys at least make sense. Those snowballs are an instant recapture. It's only bullshit when it happens for no visible reason. We can recapture this bad boy with Texas. Kill a few of the others. Once Linar's back up, Harold will be back in range and we should be able to kill him. Nice you remembered. I was always aware, I just always forget and go, oh, what if you're a different person? I simply don't use Wishadel enough. So, Eltic, do you see the lack of Wishadel in this current team? You see that, right? You see that there is no current Wishadel? Like, you understand that, right? Do you see Wishadel on this team right now? Genuine question, sir. Genuine question. Because you may need to get your eyes checked. Now, this is the last nuke phase, so Linar should kill him. So we should be in the clear. I see Wishadel by the blue box. That's fucking Lumen. Eltic, that's Lumen. snowballs, yes sir. Fountain Wars is just brain rot. Yeah, I love how the entire mechanic is you need to hit enemies, but then all of the enemies are invisible. Also, I love how just randomly everything gets recaptured right at the end here. It should be fine though, because we can recapture this one, and then Thorns and Silver Ash can recapture both of the others. Lovely stuff! There you go! Congratulations, Saphira! Hey, Eltic, stop using W. Based as hell, based as hell. Lumen has ammo? Yeah, she does. Who's next in the loot holding? I believe Eltic is up next. Use Texas? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Texas more like based. Can't wait for Exusier Alta, not just for her, but the selector I'm using to get OPS. Based as hell, based as hell. Okay, there you go, Saphira. There you go, there you go. Hopefully that's all sorted. It's wild how Teresa's is a Syscon. He's really not. Put some respect on my boy's name. He 1v1 Priestess for a bit. And everyone knows Priestess did nothing wrong, so actually he must be a villain. Blue Archive music? Damn, it's crazy how quickly you recognize that. Thanks for coming, Mayo. Have a lovely nap. If Handhold on me, just give it thanks. I'm so sorry that I probably missed you, but I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Apparently putting in, thigh roll for Pokems and Shadow gave me Pokemon Go Shadow Rocket Grunts. What the fuck does that mean? Damn, that's crazy. I did not expect a result when I looked that up. You're capping South that I played Blue Archive? Sure you don't, sure you don't. I need a handhold for Fountain Wars? Absolutely! Please feel free to sign up. Week ruined by Blue Archive delay? That's funny. Okay, Eltic, you're up next, sir. Yes, thank you very much, thank you very much. You're one step ahead of the game. Okay, code sent. Please let me know what it is and then which team to change. Oh, never mind, you're requesting Polyvision. That's nice and easy. Eltic, what's your favorite Trinity student? Good question, good question. Tunes in stream, unexplainable urge to lick my screen kicks in. Hey, look, my thighs aren't that nice. You can't even see them underneath the maid outfit. Welcome in, Soup. It's lovely to have you. How's your day going, man? I want to show off my thighs for a bit, so I'm doing so while Eltic's logging in. Okay, there we go. Now let's get back to it. That is 2 down with 0 skill issues because I'm built different. Are you going to play Uma Musume? Probably not. I don't know much about the franchise, but I might consider it. Gehenna, your favorite is Hina? Bad choice, bad choice. I don't know what to tell you. That's tragic. Okay, Fountain War difficulty 3 and Heart to Heart difficulty 3. Which one was Heart to Heart? This was the one where you need to get them through this. Oh, right. I can understand how you're having trouble with this one. Wait, why do you need difficulty 3 on... Oh, Fountain War, never mind. Holy shit, bro. Okay, Eltic, this is really gonna piss you off, but it's gonna be funny. So allow me to show you how you beat this stage. This is gonna be... Eltic, you're gonna be very, very angry with this, but this is how you do it. So hear me out, hear me out. Fun fact about this stage specifically. Please hold me close, South. Welcome in, Comedy Gold. Lovely to have you. How's your week going? Oh, the game crashed. The game disagreed with me. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not. The game is fucking fighting against it, but I'm not kidding you. Okay, now, the good... no, I need to not bring up that roll again, because then people might remember it exists. It's bad enough there's only 2 of you. Wishadel, Nard, Crash. No, I'm just getting another Wishadel. I have Lee Line. What? I've sent Lee Line. What does that mean? Hey, South, welcome in Albedo Ahagao. How's your day going? You know what? Have a look at my thighs while the game is loading, everybody. Quick, a distraction. None of you are even aware that the game hasn't loaded yet. They implemented an anti-Wishadel feature to the emulator. I know, right? It's crazy. You remind me I need to do Polyvision. I forgot. No worries, Oganyasti. It's lovely to have you. Have fun with Polyvision as best as you can. Happy to help, happy to help. Doing good, glad to be here. It's wonderful to have you. Check DMs. I will. Hopefully I should have time to get to everybody. So yeah, anyway, as I was saying... Wait, this is not the right account. Huh? Is this Eltic? Is this your account? Why is it my account now? I didn't change which account I was logging into. Wrong account? Yeah, I saw that. I wish I could handhold south as well. Welcome in, Lawrence. How's your day going? For what it's worth, look, okay, I'm into Eltic's account again. It's safe for login. For what it's worth, again, if anybody ever meets me IRL, you're welcome to come up and say hi. That's fine. If you recognize me, just say hi. I'm contemplating trying to ask for a role with a donation in mind. I will return with thoughts. Sure. You know what? Sure. As with any other bribe custom roles, just sell me. And absolutely. But you can also do free content, you know. Gotta ask, aside from AK, are there any other gacha games you can recommend? Enfield, once it comes out, but it's not currently out. I've heard good things about Wuthering Waves. I'm actually going to be giving that another try myself in the near future. Apparently, it really has improved, which is good, because it was a little bit shit on launch. Honkai Star Rail, if you haven't played it, I would recommend playing it to the end of Belobog, which is the first world. It is a very, very good story. Very, very fun. But after that, I can't really recommend it. Arknights is definitely the major one for me, but other people might have... I wouldn't I wouldn't recommend Limbus Company unless you're a big fan of the other games. If you haven't played the other games though, maybe try Library of Ruina. That might be up your cup of tea. ZZZ, you goon? Yeah, but that's all you do in ZZZ. There's no gameplay. I would 100% recommend Limbus. No, you can't recommend Limbus. The first 50 hours of Limbus fucking suck. It's the best objective gacha. Eltic, we've had this discussion before. Do you understand that if you quit Limbus like 4 times with people actively encouraging you to play Limbus? You understand that that might be considered making it a bad game? You understand that, right? Join the Project Moon cult. You should start with the other games. They're better. The famous unemployed scammer, South Guyman. I'm not unemployed. How dare you slander me like this? Anyway, by the way, Eltic, I wasn't kidding. Fun fact of the day, for real. Fun fact of the day. Hello, welcome in, Rosen! It's lovely to have you. How's your day going? I hope you're having a great one so far. Tried Woowa, and while the gameplay's good, I just hate the story being the generic god. Yeah, apparently the story's improved, because that was one of my complaints with it as well. So yeah, I wasn't kidding about Wishadel, by the way. Fun fact, Eltic, fun fact. Whoever asked me regards to your recommendations, I have a tier list. I feel like your recommendations tier list is biased towards Limbus. Limbus, no. I can't in good faith recommend Limbus. I understand why people do. I cannot in good faith recommend Limbus. It has too many problems, especially with the early game. Polymorph Sheep, welcome in, Alu! Yes, this is a Polymorph Sheep moment, you caught me. So yeah, Eltic, I've already beaten your new PB. How does this make you feel? I have 2 minutes remaining, and I've already beaten your PB by a rank with just Wishadel. How does that make you feel, sir? How you're cheating? So it's this funny thing called area of effect attacks. They're very effective. I know, crazy fact. If you want to play HSR, I suggest you wait for 3.4. I don't think it matters if you're just playing for Belobog specifically. I think Belobog specifically is really good. It's all of the others I can't recommend. I highly recommend Star Trek Fleet Command. No, you don't. No, you don't, sir. You're lying. Now, yeah, the problem is that most of these enemies are completely invisible, meaning there's no way to reclaim tiles once they're gone. However, we still get an S rank anyway very easily, and Wishadel doesn't take damage. Now do it without Wishadel. So you understand this is a handhold event, right? Where the goal is just for me to, you know, beat the stage by any means necessary. Alright, because this guy's here. Actually, to be fair, I should have killed this guy. He can spawn in the bottom lane. If this guy had spawned in the bottom lane, this would be an SSS rank. Instead, this will probably just be a single S. I might need to redo this with a boss killer for that guy specifically, because he stops you from getting points while he's alive. So we still get an S rank, because this stage is really easy, because Wishadel. Which, you know, it is what it is. But hey, not everyone can be a winner. I'll hold your hand, but cover it with glue beforehand. So true, so real, bestie. I tried Moriment in reverse 1999. I don't necessarily recommend either. It's hard to say. It depends what kind of game you enjoy. Okay, either way, there we go. Let's run that back one more time with a single boss killer for that enemy. HSR I loved, but I quit because the gameplay. Yeah, no, I only recommend the start of HSR. I'm definitely biased. Arknights is by far my favorite. Okay, now do you have a Surtur? No. Okay, yes, lovely. That's all we need. I forgot that one enemy just absorbs all of your shit. Thanks, South Huge. No worries, Eltic. I should be able to get you an SS or ideally an SSS, but hard to say. Because it does have some RNG, unfortunately. Okay, let's actually set Myrtle there so we can pop that bad boy there. Get us a whole shit ton of tiles nice and early. Lovely, we got another one. Okay, that's the main element of RNG. I'll let Myrtle pop that first and then hide. And then we need Inez here, that bad boy there. Lovely stuff. This gets us as many as we can nice and early. Then we should all claim for the rest. Morimens is very fun. I've installed Morimens. I've not yet tried it. I've heard nothing but good things about Morimens. I'm intending to try it, but I haven't tried it yet. Even Snaffy8's turn-based likes Morimens. Yeah, I've heard good things about Morimens. For what it's worth, I do intend to try it. Also, fun fact, by the way, attacking flying enemies doesn't actually work properly in this game mode. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? So you just kind of... Most of the enemies actually can't be harmed and don't engage with the mechanic properly. That being said, as you can see, we are definitely going to succeed here. I heard Morimens had a really bad translation, hasn't improved. I'm not sure, but I'm sure someone else here does know. Okay, lovely stuff. Man, this is such a banger of a song. They did such a good job with the generic voice lines. These are all royalty-free voice lines. It's ChatGPT'd, but it's bearable. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But no, this should still be nice and easy. As you can see, baby, easy game, easy baby game. We just need to be very careful where that one guy spawns. He might not even spawn this time. Imagine he just doesn't spawn and we get an outright SSS. That would be fantastic. Yeah, it looks like he might not spawn. Either that or I just fucked up early. Because we have way more points this time. Either way, lovely stuff. This should be an easy SS, maybe an SSS. Not guaranteed because so many of these tiles can't be reclaimed. Let's take a look-see. Is he going to spawn in now? No, still no. Damn, he still isn't spawning in. Anyway, as you can see, Eltic, Wishadel is very balanced and is a very fair character. Wishadel is mildly good. Can you believe 2 times bottles? Yeah, no, it doesn't really matter. We weren't going to get to SSS without the point boost anyway. South, why do you Walter better than me? I hate this. Bro, you don't even need to activate her skills. Also, no offense, if you're having trouble using Wishadel, that's a mild skill issue. I mean, I didn't enjoy Octopath's story as much as HSR, I don't know. Yeah, people I know who've played Octopath, that's how they feel. She's so balanced. I agree, she's really game balanced. Now, I actually think you need me to do Fountain War level 2 as well, because you need S ranks. But there's this funny fact, which you might not believe. So, fun story, fun story. So yeah, you need all S ranks to get all of the rewards in this event, so I'll do this one for you as well. Don't tell me. Yeah, it's this wild fact. Crazy fact, I know, right? Isn't it insane how the world is filled with coincidences? Isn't the world so filled with coincidences, Eltic? Isn't that absolutely crazy how the world is just filled with coincidences? Hilarious fact indeed. I know, right? What are the odds? So anyway, we deploy Wishadel literally anywhere. Then we activate this bad boy. Then we activate this, which gives us roadblocks and lets us stop them from going areas Wishadel can't reach. And then we win. So Wishadel, please activate your skill. It's that easy. It's that easy. And yeah, sometimes they kill the roadblocks, but you can just put them back. It's these enemies specifically right at the start who can do that. Let's see. That one should guarantee you some free tiles. Lovely stuff. There we go. Nice and free points. And this will get us an easy S rank, which is all we need. You don't need SS. POV Truman Show. I wouldn't go that far. Okay, let's take... Oh, sorry. I've had a kick chat hidden. What have you said? The translation isn't very good, but the Morimen story is still fantastic. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. If you enjoy it, absolutely. Okay, gain extra points when passing through white tiles. Well, thankfully all of these tiles are white, so it doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, we still haven't got any more roadblocks, so we might actually semi-lose here. However, by semi-lose, I still mean get an S rank. Can you believe Eltic actually maxed out at an A rank? What the hell's up with that? Bro, all you do is you deploy Wishadel. What's going on? What's the damage, bro? All you need to do is deploy Wishadel, man. Come on, come on. Hey man, hear me out. Have you considered deploying Wishadel? There's also less Yang Yang. I still cannot believe they named a character in Wuwa Yang Yang. That is just objectively a stupid fucking name. Given that the game is being translated into English. It's not as bad as, for example, Hung, but it's still plenty bad. Anyway, there we go. Nice and easy S rank. This is called You Use Wishadel. Hey, isn't that crazy, Eltic? I didn't even particularly play well, and I got maximum bad luck, and I still just got an S rank with one character. Crazy fact, crazy fact. Now, let me actually show you another fun fact that Eltic doesn't know, which is a good excuse to clown on him. So, the other one he was having trouble with, Heart to Heart, all you need to do is constantly boop the enemies into the chains over and over again. And anytime you shift them, it counts as another boop. So what you actually want to do is you want to grab this nifty little specialist called Lee, specifically his third skill. So hopefully you have Lee on your friends list. Yeah, there we go, there we go. So you grab Lee, specifically his third skill, and then nobody else matters. So they can all just be vanguards and who gives a shit. It's this crazy little known fun fact. Wild thing that. Let's also just grab some zero block operators, you know, just so that we can set them nice and conveniently. Maybe 1 or 2 medics so that we can make use of range tiles. Let's go AR, let's go Warfarin. You know what, I'll even use Salon, because it really does not matter who you use. Welcome in, Hooray! Is there something wrong with Yang Yang as a name? It's mainly just a case of it seems very silly to an English speaker. It's an absolutely fine name, but in the same way, let's say you're making a game, okay? Let's say you're making a game, and you're going to be shipping this game to China. You're making an English name, and you're shipping it to you're shipping it to China. Would you name the characters Jeff, Jeffrey, Joffrey, Jaff, and Jax? Probably not, because that would be very, very confusing to a non-native speaker. So they kind of did something similar, pretty much, with Yang Yang and all of the other characters who have Yang in their name. That's basically all. That's basically all. I did not think of that skill issue moment. Yes, it is a skill issue moment. I don't know what to tell you, Altic. Okay, let's retreat Myrtle, and then we should be fine. That spawns a chain. Oh, Lee actually died because I ran out of DP. Okay, that's a skill issue. That's a skill issue on my part. Sorry, he'll be back in a second. It doesn't matter. We have a lot more deployment slots, which is lovely, but the main one is we need to deploy Lee again. There we go. And as soon as this S3 is active, we get an S rank. It's really that easy. Lovely stuff. Poor Lee. Yeah, he died of cringe. I don't know what to tell you, sir. He died of cringe. And now let's actually increase his shift level, just for funsies. Astitia's is a guard? I thought both sisters were casters. You were just wrong there. Now, this is not the smoothest, because I don't know how to use Lee properly, but this should still be fine. At the very least, we should get an S rank if we just spawn all of these enemies. Oh yeah, man, just reroll for Jeff sounds ridiculous. Yeah, look, so it's an absolutely fine name. It's just, as a non-Chinese speaker, it sounds all the same. I know about Lee's cheese so late. Yeah, I did as well. I found out after I'd already done this. I think I've fucked it up. I need him to be further back so that they actually get booped. This day, yeah, I need him to be on the bottom one. Let me actually restart this one. I know what I did wrong here. I just put him in the wrong position, so I was booping them out of the chains rather than into them. Lee plus 0 block units? Yes. Lee, no money, no deployment for you. Yep, that is how they work, sir. John Arknights? Yes, sir. But yeah, no, so, sorry, I didn't mean to... Sorry, I know I'm looping back to it, Yomu. Yang Yang is a fine name. Hopefully you understand what I mean, and why I'm saying what I'm saying. Understandable if not, though. Okay, there we go. That should be Lee, nice and active. Now we just need to be careful. Will that chain? Yes, perfect. Okay, so now we'll constantly boop them, and constantly just farm points. Especially once we give them the extra... Wait, does that not fucking count us into a different chain, you cringe lord? Well, whatever, that's fine, we'll deal with that later. There we go, Lee's nice and active. Yeah, he is. I know you fetishized about Lee, but not all of us are you, Eltic. I used all ambushes and had a blast. I did too, it's just, the enemies trigger everything so infrequently. It's kind of tragic. So there's no point in using slows, you very much need pushes here. I found that a little disappointing, because I wanted to just meme it out with all of them. What? What's up? What's up? Name one thing about what I said that was slander. You can't do it. It's an impossible challenge. Okay, let's spawn in a shit ton of bonus enemies. Then we should be in the clear. Double speed! Yippee! Okay, bonus enemies go. All we need is an S rank. What is a fetish? I didn't mention fetishes, Eltic. Eltic, I didn't mention fetishes. I didn't say anything about that, so that's a self-report, sir. Okay, I hope that after all of my shit talk, I don't fuck this up again, because I've already fucked this up mildly. This isn't working properly. Ethan S1, Ascalon S1, Mizuki S1 was probably the most fun in the game mode. Yeah, but the problem is it doesn't work well because you only trigger them once because this game actively disincentivizes slows. You just need lots of pushes. I tried for something similar, and I thought that would be fun, but it wasn't because it punishes you. Yang Yang's Ian voice is one I really don't like. I haven't really heard it. I can't comment on that. I haven't heard of that. Okay, lovely. I didn't fuck it up that badly. I didn't do very well, but this is still a guaranteed S rank for instance. But yeah, no, I haven't played Wuwa enough to judge their voices. I will say they have really good drip, and unlike ZZZ, the models aren't really weird. That was something that really put me off ZZZ. I have no idea why they did the models that way, but they made the facial proportions really weird. And I just found it kind of unsettling, personally. Okay, Lee has died. Sag. Shouldn't matter too much. We're close enough to the victory that we should be fine. We have 40 seconds and we need like 3 more enemies to walk in range. Yep, perfect. There we go. SS rank, that's all we need. The chains do have a cooldown, so slow is helpful. Yes, but nudging them gets past it faster. Arknights is not the only game, I know, right? Crazy fact. I was playing Hollow Knight just yesterday. TY, let's go. Happy to help out, Eltic. ZZZ is for gooners. Yes, it is. They need to be thick. No, it's the faces they fucked up. Obviously, the boobs and the tits and the men's genitalia are also fine. Okay, yet another one down. Only a mild case of skill issue. It's depressing that was the most skill issue I was having. However, I got to clown Eltic with Wishadel, so I'm very happy. Make sure to claim your rewards, by the way, Eltic. They go away very soon. Okay, Ancient, if you're up, sir, you are up now. Lovely to have you. If you're up, you are up. If you're here. Happy to help, Eltic. You're gonna go to bed. Make sure to claim your rewards first and then go to bed. Sleep well, man. Thanks for coming. ZZZ was too fan-servicey for me. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. It is a Guna game. How long is the list? Welcome in, Spade. Probably too long to fit you in, but I might be able to. How has your day been? It's lovely to see you. I hope you're having a good one. Okay, Ancient, you around? If you're here, you're up heart emoji. Let's see. Are you here, sir? Faces, what are those? I was too fixated on the physics. They were on point. They were not. They were extremely exaggerated. Hi. Okay, lovely stuff. Then you are up, sir. Code sent. Please let me know what it is. Oh, sorry. No one can see my thighs. And you're too busy groping me anyway. Anyway, now you can see my thighs. It's been good, just tired. How are you? I'm having an alright day. I'm sorry to hear yours was only okay from the looks of things. Oh, never mind. You said it was good. I'm blind. Was cooking? No worries, Ancient. What are you cooking if you don't... Oh, wait, no, you're busy cooking. Never mind. South, is South gonna southing south tonight? What does that mean? You can't just use south as a verb. Am I gonna head south? I would say on average, yes, because my room is small, so I will be walking in all 4 cardinal directions. I prefer Brown Dust 2 for gooning instead of ZZZ. So you've got to understand, unlike Azure Lane and Brown Dust 2, ZZZ is a game you can theoretically play in public. Please south me south. Oh, sorry, that's $10. That's $10. Unfortunate. Cost $10 for a southing. And by the way, do not give me money. I'm not encouraging you. Reconsider. Just draining now. Hey, I hope you enjoy your pasta, sir. Okay, so, Ancient, you wanted help with the boss stages of Silberneherze. A W for ZZZ fans. I mean, is it? Wait, ain't... Hydrate? Yes, sir. Mission? Don't you only get a meaningful mission reward from CM? Just so you know, you do get a bunch of bonus points, but you only get these bad boys for CM. Okay, you just want me to do both anyway, or do you just want me to do CM, just in case you want intelligence sets? Never mind, you already have shit tons of intelligence sets. Sure. Sure. Very Giga Chat emoji. I assume you want me to change lazy, but just to check. And then just confirm if you want both or just one. Oh yeah? Yeah, you should redo them as all. Welcome indeed! Lovely to have you. As your lane, make me do a 360 turn before playing. Unironically, yes. As your lane, one of the loading screens is outright one of the characters in a brothel. Like, working there. A bunch of the characters working in a brothel. To clarify. Because you might think, oh, South, that's not so bad. No. Very explicitly working there. And that's just one of the loading screens, and that's not even considered bad for Azure Lane standards. It's pretty fucked up. CM preferably, but both is fine. Okay, I'll aim for CM then, and then because of how long the queue is, I'll probably go on to someone else. Ships working in brothels? Yeah, emphasis on the ship girls. They're very much treated like women, they're just unkillable. As your loading screens in public is the true gacha, yeah, you can get something relatively wholesome, or you can get a zoom in on Lamallan's ass, and you have no way of knowing which. Mr. Streamer, may I be blessed for my gacha pools? I wish for Jufufu. Which game is that from? And best of luck to you, darling! I hope you get lucky. Does Azure Lane have 10-hour secret cutscenes? No, it is not Nikkei. No, it is not Nikkei. While, yes, you have kids with the ship, there are no sex scenes. But yes, by the way, in Azure Lane, there are a bunch of kid ships, which are very, very clearly implied to be you have had kids with the ships. Truly HG design at the finest? I know, right? It's pretty wild. Like, you outright bang the ships. I don't know what to tell you. That is just outright, like, a major gameplay mechanic. Okay, Nightingale, you should keep everybody enough. ZZZ Tiger Lady. Oh, you're pulling for the furry. Yeah, okay, so you're pulling for the furry. Gotcha. I'm gonna be completely out of pulls in ZZZ, going for Astra and Yixuan. This is just more a Chinese game in general thing. I find a lot of the Chinese games very confusing with their names. Like, I thought Fujuan when you said that, because I play HSR. And they are very different games and names, don't get me wrong, but it's just slightly confusing for me. I'm too stupid for this. Going to the nearest ship? Yeah, it is very funny that museums have collabed with Azure Lane because they've gotten people interested in naval history. Museum ships, specifically. Which means people who worked on, for example... this is not a literal example, this is a metaphorical example. But for example, people who worked on, hypothetically, the actual version of the Enterprise now have to advertise the Enterprise being dressed in a slutty swimsuit. Because it's getting people involved in history again. So, hey, they'll take what they can get, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's just keep this one active. We can then reactivate this one, and that's all we need. Lovely stuff. You play ZZZ? I do not, so I assume you're talking to someone else. A lot of Chinese names do sound similar sometimes. Oh, yeah. No, and like, by the way, this is very much a lot of English names sound similar as well. It's just, there's a reason that at a very base level, as an example, not all games follow this, but at a base level, there is a reason it is considered a good gameplay decision to have, when you have a small cast, every character's name starts with a different letter. That is a relatively common thing that is considered good practice. The ship maintenance crew being forced to goon. To be fair, I don't know if you can call it forced. Given what was on a whole bunch of fighter pilot decals, I wouldn't consider that forced. Okay, anyway, Ancient, as you can see, CM is done unless the game crashes. I should have time for X8 as well, but I will apologies. I will prioritize other people because the list is a little bit long. But this is CM, which gets you the intelligence certs, and this is the most important one. So there you go. Red Sus over Paradise, yes sir. As your lane making me cry over the Enterprise being scrapped. Are they actually scrapping the Enterprise? That's so tragic. She deserves better. Pulkra is a full-on furry and ZZZ. Oh, yeah, I know. That's why do you think I said sus when they said they wanted a Zenless Zone Zero character? I'm fully aware. I feel profiled. Darlin, you are profiled. Why do you think there are certain words that are banned for you to say that aren't banned for everybody to say? Does South stream AL new KMS event? I do actually owe an Azure Lane stream at some stage. How long is the new KMS event going? Because KMS is my favorite faction, obviously. So genuine question, low-key. How long is the new KMS event going? Just Hypothetically, because I could get that one out of the way while pulling for sexy German warships. Talking about this, I suddenly remembered US Army using cosplayers to lure unsuspecting weebs. Not as bad as the one time I went to an anime convention and there were a bunch of people for Australian Geospatial Intelligence, which were just basically an intelligence division of spies. Just recruiting at an anime convention. I'm stocking on stuffables. Hey, my man, my man. Why are you not surprised you like our ships? Of course I like the KMS girls. Are you kidding me? They're edgy. Bro, look at me. Look at me. Look at me, Panda. Make it make sense. Are you surprised by this? That's how they got you. I also like the US girls as well. My favorite factions were Eagle Union and Iron Blood. By far. By far. Okay, Shadow, you are up now, sir. You are up next. Lovely to have you. Let's scroll, see if I can find you. There we are. Shadow, if you're still here, you're up now. No, I'm not surprised. Exactly. Weeb spy, that's new for me. No, they were dressed in suits. They were very uncomfortable being there, and they clearly pissed someone off. There was an AL collab with the USS Hornet? Yes. So, okay. Wait. You know what? For people who don't play Azure Lane, let me give you some context. USS Hornet collab Azure Lane. I need you to see the specific art that they were running at that time. So there will be two images. There will be two images here. One of these is what the Navy was using to represent the USS Hornet as an anime girl, and one of these is what Azure Lane was using to represent Hornet as an anime girl. Can you tell which one of these is the Navy and which one is Azure Lane? Can you tell? Can you tell? Just hypothetically, can you tell which one is the wholesome US Navy trying out this anime thing versus Azure Lane being degens? As a reminder, by the way, Hornet 2 is not actually that horny by Azure Lane standards. This is relatively tame. Sorry. Back to the hand-holding, back to the hand-holding. I thought that was some important context for everybody. It'd be poor graphic design to have them not line up with the logos. I feel like that is not the only reason. Can I request Polyvision? Absolutely, Shadow! Code sent. Please let me know what the code is once you receive it. Navy is the right one, obviously. Yeah, you caught it, you caught it. That's true. Fucking cowboy hat, yeah, look, they... We can get into that more during the Azure Lane stream when I eventually stream it. Sex sells, but we're having the last day of Biscuit Zwei rerun, then waiting for another KMS. Oh, am I missing the Biscuit Zwei? I prefer normal biscuits, so I don't mind so much. That's fine. And apologies for everyone who doesn't know or care about Azure Lane, who has no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, there we go. We're into Shadow's account. Heh, I'm in. Which means now it's just time to do more Polyvision Museum, which should be nice and easy. Let's see how far you are. But yes, Azure Lane is the epitome of sex sells. Did you know...
I am the one, a lost boy.
Okay, I'm not sharing that fun fact. I am not sharing that fun fact. Apologies, had to fight with my inner demons for a second. Is Azure Lane going to be Kick only? No, you can stream it on Twitch. It will probably not be on YouTube though. It'll probably be Twitch and Kick only. Not just, you just can't do it on YouTube, really. Okay, you haven't done Heart to Heart, you haven't done Hurdle Speeder. I can do all of Hurdle Speeder for you, because I really like Hurdle Speeder, it's nice and easy. You may be on your own for Heart to Heart, though. Polyvision Sheep? Yes, apparently so. Let the demon out and tell us the fun fact. So any Azure Lane players, you know the Kashino fun fact, right? You know the one I'm thinking about? I'm not gonna tell it. You know the one I'm thinking about, you know. You know the one I'm thinking about, that specific rare drop of merch. I second this. I would need to show you, and I don't want to show you. You would need context, and I don't want to provide that. Boat? Yes, sir. I fear a day a game begins to anthropomorphize tanks that already exists. I only know and care for Ulrich, based as hell. I think I remember something about old sailors being shown Azure Lane designs and really liking them. Yeah, that's the thing. The Navy is kind of based. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to do the fucking tutorial. By the way, this has the worst tutorial of any of the events because you have to sit through 30 seconds before you get to press a button. I still can't speed it up to 2 times speed. I still can't interact with anything. I already know the mechanic. Even the first time I was playing this, I knew the mechanic. I still can't interact, by the way. Creates impassable terrain. Yep, there we go. Still can't interact. Still have no control. Still 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 no control. Do you see how bad of a tutorial this is? Now I finally have control. At long last, I now have control over these bottles. That is how long it took. It's so fucking stupid. It's actively bad game design. Anyway, that out of the way, let's actually set up what we want, which is we don't need this one. So you don't actually need to do much for this first tutorial stage, though. This first tutorial stage is relatively easy. So hopefully I can... Oh, more deployment slots, I'll take that. That's not so bad. Do I have enough units? Yes, but only barely. That's kind of tragic. I don't have enough deployment slots yet, but that's fine. South, was it the mouse pad? Yes, it was the mouse pad. Please give me another deployment slot. Okay, perfect, perfect. That lets me set up this bad boy. Oh, no, shit, I still don't have enough. You know what, let's send them in circles. Let's send them in circles. I don't actually have enough melee units. Ah, that's fine, that's fine. Nothing will be as bad as the gem minigame during Pepe. I love that event, but the minigame in the story, the gem confused me so much. Yeah, look, I don't blame you, I don't blame you. The gem event was kind of scuffed. Okay, please give me another award. I needed one more melee unit. That doesn't help. Yeah, that doesn't help. You know what? Sure, I'll just replace Inez with Texas, and then that can work. That's fine. I didn't bring enough melee units. It is what it is. Tutorial's so dog-ass for this, I had to look at a guide. Oh, for the Pepe one, I did for one stage specifically, but only that. It was kind of a shit... It was a cool concept, but the execution was really bad. They had a collab with Blackrock Shooter, Kizna AI, and Hyperdimension Neptunia. Yes, they also had a collab with HoloLive. I know, right? It's pretty wild. So yes, there was actually a way for you to marry Fubuki from HoloLive. But I wasn't playing Azure Lane at the time and only found out about HoloLive later, so I missed it forever. It's unfortunate. Can you DM me the fun fact? You know what? Sure, I can say it. So, the bustiest character in the entirety of Azure Lane got a 1-to-1 scale booba mousepad made of her. And they sold something like 1,000, despite each of them costing hundreds of US dollars due to the sheer amount of silicon. And they had to delay it because there were silicon shortages in the city they lived in. Because of how much silicon they were putting into these booba mouse pads. How fucking large was it? Well, it was 1-to-1. It was 1-to-1 with the character's canonical bust size. Let's just put it at that. 1-to-1? Yeah, it was a... And by the way, the character I showed then, Hornet 2, is not busty for Azure Lane. Not even close. Her tits are kind of small. The mousepad is not for the wrist, but the whole ass forearm. Yeah, but I just want to clarify, again, for people who do not know Azure Lane, the character I was showing you then, they are relatively flat-chested. Like, genuinely. I would consider them pretty flat by Azure Lane standards. And anyone who plays Azure Lane, you would agree. Just send it to Not Safe for Work chat. If someone pings me about it to remind me, sure. I will forget otherwise. Real question, how big is the mousepad size, not the chest? It was something like 3 feet. No, it was like 1 to 2 feet. I forget exactly. But yeah, if you ping me in Not Safe for Work chat, sure, I'll send it through to you. I'm guessing people buy 2 at least. Fuck no, bro. It was like $450 US. It was $450 US. AL has a lot of tumor size. Yeah, AL is not exactly real life accurate. What cup size is it? It is at that stage where any cup size given is entirely incorrect. Any cup size given is entirely incorrect. If you just... You know what? I'm not even going to encourage you to look it up. I will post it in Not Safe for Work chat later. And for now, let's just ignore the existence of this. Let's just go back to focusing on the goofy hand-holding. Cup size, yes, pretty much. It was genuinely person-sized? Yeah, it was 1-to-1. So it's the size of a real woman's torso from the chest up. It's just the boobs were slightly exaggerated, shall we say. Is it a combination of all cup sizes? Yeah, you're getting there, you're getting there. One is enough for a pillow. Yeah, I feel like using it as a pillow would be a better use than a wrist rest, because your hand is going to sink in there. Can I sign up for the museum hand-holding thing? At this stage, RJ, apologies. It looks like the queue will be full, so it looks like I might not have time for you. I'm so sorry. It is very unlikely I'll get through everybody. Apologies. Sorry about that. No, I was really surprised, because not many people had signed up. I was thinking, damn, we only have 4 people. What are we gonna do? And then, like, 12 of you signed up once the actual... Like, I'm not even through the... Vistocia's up next, and then we have Dysipta, Mayo, who's went to bed, Rasan, Weremore, Raizune, and Rigu. So, yeah, at this stage, sorry, it's apologies, slightly too late. Hey! I do love this song. This one's such a fun song. It's so shit like every Metal Gear song, but it's so much fun. Every Metal Gear song is a combination of absolute dog shit and amazing peak never before seen. You had like 4 people until I showed up and then everything grew. So you're saying that things grew because you're here, Shadow? I see, I see. Okay, you know what? Let's just do a relatively simple circuit and leave these characters here. There we go. Nice and easy. Can it be used as a darkie? No. It is still a mousepad. Bladepulf's song, Where? I'm my own master now? If you remind me, I'm absolutely down to add that. I do like Bladepulf's song. I just don't have it currently. I like Kantai Collection more. I like some of the Kantai designs, but the problem is when Kantai misses, they really miss. Azure Lane also has that problem, but not to the same extent. I remember when I said I would try to draw you through your B-Day. I'm struggling, but I'm getting there. I really appreciate it. Even if you, whether or not you make it or not, the fact that you're attempting is very, very sweet and means a lot to me. So thank you very much, RJ. That means a lot. Even if you don't finish it, I cannot complain. I have a lot of art I have not finished. I have a lot of art. Damn, no one's pinged me in not safe for work chat. I guess none of you want to see the Kishino mousepad. Damn, that's crazy, and here I thought you were all about them tits. I guess not, I guess not. Looks like nobody's interested. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't see a ping on my name. That's messed up. That's messed up. You said after stream. You can ping me now, it's fine. I mean, I'll show it after stream. You can ping me now. I won't be looking in there until... oh, wow. Okay. I feel like 1 or 2 of you might have pinged me. You know, just a couple of you. Just a couple of you. Thank you all. Thank you all. So many people did that after you said that. Yeah, I got a lot of notifications. Just a couple. Yeah, I mean, why stop there, everybody? Why stop there with just 1 ping per person? What's wrong with you all? Figure it out. Yes, sir. Speaking of figure it out, there you go. Shadow, you'll need to do heart-to-heart by yourself so that I have time to get to everybody. But that... Oh, sorry, wrong one. That is 1/4 of the event done for you. So you are 3/4 done. Last one is on you, Chief. Sorry, heart-to-heart a bit more finicky. You can use the Lee cheese. I'm just bad at it. Polymorph Discord ping, apparently so. Okay, Vistocia, are you still around? Yes, sir, you are. Okay, you just sent me something then. You know you're up. You know you're up. Oh, you already have a code. What a fucking GigaChad. You sent yourself a code to make things smoother. Actual GigaChad behavior. Holy shit. Actual insane GigaChad behavior. Sure thing, we're in. Can I get a base handhold? You know what? Ordinarily, I won't be giving you a full base handhold, but I can absolutely make your base better. You won't be getting a full-on base handhold because those require way too much attention. But let's take a look-see what you're doing, and I will see how much I can improve it. We need the mousepad picture? Yes, sir. That can work? What? What can work? Thanks for coming by, Shadow. Have fun at work, man. Okay, let's take a look-see. You're generating about 25,000 LMD, XP, 30,000 metal, 40,000 LMD. So your trading posts are really good, it's just your factories that kind of suck. Okay, lovely. There we go. Sending yourself a code, as long as you don't redeem it, yes. So let's take a look-see at your factory presets. I should be able to improve these for you. This one's very good. Why are you using Marcial? I forget what she does. Just 20% prod. Oh, that one's kind of tragic. Okay, I can see now why you have bad production. This is fine, this is fine. Okay, so the feeder team, that's good, that's good. Thorn's Altar, what does he do? He does... Yeah, that one's good, lovely stuff. Rosmontis, you should not be using Rosmontis' team. Unless you have... You do not. Okay, so, one major way to improve. Rosmontis is not good to be using unless you have a certain combo which you don't have. Base review? Oh, I thought you wanted a... No, base handhold, not review. No, this is not an account review. This is some recommendations. So, Scene specifically should be fine. Haze is fine. You definitely don't want Rosmontis on that team. Let's take a look, see at what else we're working with, though. Okay. Fang, Meteor, Executor. Isn't Executor only battle records? Oh, you have these out of order. Giga Chat behavior. Okay, so, right off the rip, one way to improve your base, we're swapping out Rosmontis for literally anybody else. Unironically, anybody else. Let's take a look-see. Who do you have who just has good production? I would just put in Aroma now. Yes, the negative is unfortunate, but looks like that's the best you can do. So, Aroma or Almond. Precious Metal. There you go. That should make it significantly better. Rosmontis is not worth using unless you have a team backing her up, and you do not. So it is not very good, unfortunately. So that'll increase that production, but we really want to get your battle records up. Are you fine with me potentially Elite 1ing a few operators? Because, for example, there's no reason you should be using Fang. But I'm not sure who you... Yeah, you don't have Vermeil Elite 1. Would you be fine with me Elite 1ing a few 4 stars and 3 stars? Look, just in case if Shiryuki Conviction Pure Stream raised up to E1, no, they do not. So this is the... That's generally the tell of worst battle records. Sure? Okay, lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Let's go... Let's look for them specifically. Do you have Conviction? Let's see. Okay, first off, Frostleaf. This is an incredibly rare thing. Can you afford to promote her? Yes, lovely. You do actually want an E1 Frostleaf. She has a good base skill. So there we go. That's significant prod increase. Just lead enough XP and LMD for 1 6-star. I'm not going to be leveling many. I'm not going to be leveling many, only a few. Castle 3, for example, level 30, that is the freest. You absolutely want that. Do you have Conviction? Yes. Okay. Can you afford to... Yes. Lovely. I will keep it minimal. I think just these 3 and Vermeil will significantly improve it. Just these 3 and Vermeil, if we can do so. Apologies. But this will give you a lot of resources. All of the characters I'm currently leveling will pay themselves off within a week to a month. And after that, it'll be a net benefit. Do you have sniper vouchers? Lovely. Perfect. So this will be the last one. This is the most indulgence I have. So there we go. There we go. We can work with this. We can work with this. Shiryuki would be a nice to have, so would Pure Stream, but you already have decent enough LMD production. It's really battle records I want to get up, so let's take a look-see. This is definitely a battle record team. Why are you not using your presets? You know what, that's fine. Let's change up your presets. Let's work from scratch. 30%, 30%, 20%. There we go, 30%, 30%, 35%. Significantly better preset. 20%'s bad. Dorothy, 25%, she's 30%, that's fine. Fang's bad. Telopsis is good, especially with Dorothy. If you had another Rhine Labs operator, you would have him here, but you don't have an E2, so not worth using yet. This is battle records, so we can just chuck in Frostleaf. There we go, lovely stuff. That one is significantly better. That's Precious Metals, that's Precious Metals. Here is another battle records. Let's take a look-see. Meteor's kind of bad. Click is also kind of bad. Let's replace those with Castle. And I would also say Aroma. This is still... Oh, no, that's Precious Metal only. That's tragic. Even Figurino, yes, it has a mild debuff. It is still worth doing. And then your other team, I'm going to set you up with a Vermeil squad. So actually, I can swap Executor to your other team. Yeah, because Perfume is 25, Vanilla is 25. Okay, lovely. Let me swap Executor into this team instead of Figurino in a jar. Where is Executor? So this is not 100% maximum optimization, but this should be significantly better for you. Why can I not see him? There we go. There we go, there we go. Now for this team, I'm changing it entirely. Let me show you the joy that is Vermeil. So, Vermeil, do you have Quora? Probably. Yep. You have Noircorn. Yep, there you go. It's a very, very cheap team. But this one's pretty solid. This lets you put good shit elsewhere. Do you have any better ones than those two? Let's take a look-see. You probably do, because you have no other reason to use these. No, that reduces it. That reduces it. Beanstalk is good if you level her, but you haven't yet for obvious reasons. Yato's not particularly good. Yeah, that's probably the best we can do. So not the best. If you ever level Palace, put her in this team. If you ever level a couple other characters, you replace characters in this team. But that should be a significant improvement to your production. She has 6k gold and 3 factories producing gold. I set her up XP factories. Let's go, let's go. Okay, that Vermeil team is not ideal. Eventually, you'll want to swap out a few different characters, but that should significantly buff your XP generation. It is not 100% go over, but that is better than it was, and all of those characters I leveled will pay for themselves relatively quickly within a couple of weeks or a month. There you go, sir. And after that, it's pure profit, so you should have more XP now. Thanks, South. No worries. Sorry that's not a full go over. It requires, as you can see, a bit too much focus. Use Venus, Siege, Morgan, and Delphine. No, they've got very good, very, very good LMD production. Are you going to send them the spreadsheet? No, the spreadsheet's difficult. Okay, Dicipta! Museum Handhold, I thought it ends tomorrow. Sir, if you're still around, you're up now. Please take care of your base. The earlier you do, the more you get in the long run. Yeah, but it's confusing. I understand. I perfectly understand. Okay, and have my thighs. You have a spreadsheet you follow for bases? I personally just know all of the combos, but there is a spreadsheet, yes. I appreciate your faith in me. Yeah, look, that is actually a good team, even though the better use is Vina, Siege, and Morgan. Okay, thank you very much, Dicipta. Code sent, please let me know what it is. And you want Museum. I can't do the entirety of Museum for you, but I can do a couple stages. I'm looking respectfully, drooling even. What can I say? I've got nice thighs. I'm glad you like them. I'm glad you like them. Also, by the way, I'm getting rid of the 3 out of 1. That has lasted. That has lasted too long. It's gone. It's dead. There we go. It's gone. Now we're in the clear. Okay, let's take a look-see. Have you sent it? No, you're sending it now. Lovely. Thighs? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks in advance. No worries, Dicipta. I won't be doing the full event if you haven't touched it, but I'll be doing some of it. Okay, thighs are gone. Thighs are gone. We should be in just a second. Oh, there's a few pop-ups. 1 second. There we go. Lovely stuff. Just want to make sure I don't accidentally dox you. Okay, sorry. This song is too happy for me. I'm skipping it. This song is... Bro, you haven't even logged in for the day. I can see why you've been having trouble with Museum. It is very time-consuming, and you've been too busy to log in. That is very tragic. I cannot do the full event for you. I will do a quarter of the event for you. That's the best you'll get, sir. I will do Hurdler Speedler, because it's my favorite. And now let's just swap out this with basically entirely Vanguards and 1 healer. That is all you need for this event. So let's go, let's go. Just a whole bunch of random shit. And then 1 solitary Vanguard. And also Texas is kind of useful, so I'll grab it too. And then 1 solitary healer. Lovely stuff. Oh no, max sanity. I mean, the daily reset is in 2 hours, and I just got the login. So, any progress is good. Of course, sir. Of course, sir. I can finally loyal to the beat. I do love loyal into the beat. I even know all of the lyrics. No, I won't be singing them for you today. I will not be singing loyal to the beat. You cannot force me. I am resisting the urge to sing along. I fucking hate this tutorial, but the rest of this mini event is kind of fine. But no, okay. Yeah, oh my god. Why do they design such awful tutorials? I knew how this works the first time game. And no, I'm not emo, how dare you. What about me is emo? Tutorial indeed annoying. Yeah, the worst part is that, in this tutorial, I already knew what I was doing. Like, legitimately, before I'd even seen the tutorial, I knew all of the mechanics, and then it very slowly forced me to deal with them anyway. That was what really pissed me off. Okay, now this is the setup you need, and then you just need 1 fast redeploy to redirect this guy, but not the other. However, because I don't currently have enough deployment slots, perfect. There we go. So now that redirects this guy, then you redirect him in here. So ideally you need 2 free slots, but you can make do with what you have, and I've got enough melee units. Can you sing pretty please? This is not a song. This is a rap song. It would not sound good, Spade. Also, I feel like my singing is bad. People don't want me to sing every day. Oh, okay, there we go. And yeah, then you just cycle it like this endlessly. That's all you need. And I can set it on 2 times speed up until the ship's about to crash. False? What do you mean, but which part of this is false? Which part of this is false? Just to check. The part where you want to hear me rap, your singing is lovely? I disagree, sir. But thank you, that's very sweet of you. I am like a fine singer, I'm not anything special. Okay, lovely stuff. That should be an easy SSS, I believe. We only need 2 more, which is good, because it's giving me the spawn enemies, even though you never want to spawn enemies in this game mode. This game mode was really not thought out well. Why would you want the buffs where you get to spawn enemies in a game mode where enemies don't do anything for you? I enjoy your singing. Oh, thank you. That's very, very sweet. I'm glad. I'm glad. Okay, now let's just send everything to the right here. That's good enough. That's an SSS. Yeah, it's already done. Now we just play the waiting game. Yippee! Okay, yeah, this is how I feel about this event as a whole, museum. It was a cool concept. It was a cool concept, but the delivery kind of leaves a little bit to be desired. They kind of fucked the delivery a little bit. Thank you for your comments, South's Cum. I will not be reading that one out loud. Okay, let's take a look. Now we're just on to stage 2. Nice and easy. So, this is the part where I would share work stories, but all of... Oh, wait, actually, you know what? There was a work story I can share. So, one of my coworkers couldn't figure out how to save a folder. I wanted to punch things and scream. They had an Excel document, and they needed to save it to their desktop so that they could email it to a colleague. Being South truly is suffering. None have suffered as I have. How old are they? They're a coder. South, you mind if I ask if my base operators are approved or not? What do you mean by that, Riku? Just to check, what do you mean by that? You mean the face cheeks? Sure you did, buddy. Sure you did. So yeah, they code for a living. They're maintaining our database, and they couldn't figure out how to save an Excel sheet. And then they also came over and asked me, hey, how do I turn off my computer? I do get paid enough for this shit, but man, sometimes do I think I don't. $10, they're a vibe coder? No, they're not. They're not a vibe coder. They're not. If they were, that would be kind of vaguely excusable, but they're simply not. I mean my base setup. I haven't seen your base, Rigo, so I can't be sure. How much XP, LMD, and gold do you produce each day, if you don't mind me asking? For example, the last guy produced about 28,000 XP, 30,000 gold, 30,000 LMD, and then withdrawn. But if you can tell me your numbers, I can judge based off of that. Wait, what? It is what it is. They must be rage baiting. No, she's an old lady. She was not rage baiting. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. This is my life now. I have to put up with this. Man, I love how much of this event is purely based off of RNG. This is actually kind of fucked up. Bro, this is actually kind of fucked up. The fact that this specific spawn has so many ranged enemies makes this way harder than the previous version. This would have been an SSS without the ranged enemies because the things taking damage causes them to lose points. I'll check real quick. Please do. Please do. Oh, well, either way, it functionally doesn't matter. Are they an intern? No, they've been here for 5 years. Why do you think I hate people, just as a whole? Just like as a whole, why do you think I despise people? I know it may be hard to believe given how extroverted I am when I stream, but I'm quite antisocial. She got dementia? No, she doesn't. She's just fucking stupid. How though? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. South really is a boomer among boomers? What, you think I am also suffering this same skill issue? You're wrong, sir. I don't know what to tell you. I am antisocial. South, stop gaslighting us. How is that gaslighting? That is factual. I am antisocial. Just because I enjoy streaming does not preclude me from being antisocial. You know, that's not how that one works, Chief. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. They manage a database and they don't know how to turn off a PC? Yeah! Or at least they were having troubles turning off the PC, but let me tell you, I walked up to the PC, I pressed the off button, and it turned off. So it's kind of hard to figure out what they were cooking. You'd think they'd figure it out through osmosis by their entire job being next to a computer. You really would, wouldn't you? Like, you'd really imagine that at some stage they would figure that one out. Kinda crazy when you stop and think about it. Oh, welcome in, Barbados! How's your day going? It's lovely to have you! How's your day going? I hope you're having a lovely week so far. And apologies, by the way, you never need to respond. A lot of people don't respond. You're very welcome to not respond. I'm just very excited every time I see anybody. Wow, I really do love that this entire event is just RNG. So I keep getting, quote-unquote buffs that spawn enemies, but there's no benefit to that, so I don't get any buffs. Oh, I see. Oh, sorry. The maid frills are only visible when I'm in my maid outfit. So you actually disabled the maid frills. There you go. This is what this looks like. Going okay, preparing for my move tomorrow. I hope it goes very, very smoothly. That is very unfortunate. I know how much moves can suck, but you got this, sir. Jork it like a king of Yan. No, we're not. No Yan king. Fine $10,000. Or bandit? What does that mean? What do you mean by bandit? But yeah, so, because I got the ranged variant of this map again, I just don't get SSS rank. Not that it matters, but it pisses me off either way. It's all dependent on if my ISP appears to fix stuff before the renovators broke. That's very unfortunate. I hope things go smoothly. I get info of if I'm employed by Friday. I'm so happy for you, Alu! You got this, man. You got this. And if you didn't, I'm still so proud of you for doing that interview. If I get employed, you're getting a greeting. Have you considered not doing so? Hey, buddy. Have you considered not doing so? Don't some of the buff enemy spawns give points? Only some of them, though. Only some of them. Okay, Dicipta, there you go. That is most of the rewards. I'll claim these for you in case you forget to log in. Apologies if you were saving these yourself. This is the majority of the rewards, including all of the limited ones. While there are, well, okay, not quite all of the limited ones. You would need to do, but like, who gives a shit about this Squid Game ass icon? You're in the clear. There you go, sir. Another person that greets out with money. You know, you're welcome to just say hi. You can just say hi. You don't need to give me money. Thankfully, a lot of you have stopped doing so. Thankfully. Thankfully, a lot of you have stopped doing so. But it's depressing how many of you there were. Thank you very much. No worries, Dicipta. Happy to help out. 15 RMA is great. Yeah, and I really do love that Loxic specifically is now just no longer a factor. Okay, Mayo went to sleep. So Rasan, if you're around, I can help you out. I want you to get the RS6 medal on the current event if that's possible. Absolutely. IS handhold. I'm not doing that today. I will probably do that next week. I was planning to do that this week, but I didn't have time. I've sent the code. Please let me know what it is. They're waiting for the next paycheck. Reconsider. I'm alive. Don't worry. Code sent. Long skirt south? Yes, sir. My maid outfit has a long skirt. But the reason I have this toggle is for this. So, you will not notice the lack of content while I set up the next account. I probably won't get my IS run today. Apologies. No, Sten. However, I will be doing a general content handhold. I was planning to do that this week, but then a lot of people needed handhold for museum. But I will be doing an IS handhold for anyone who needs it, or general content. So that will mainly be IS runs, and you will just remind me you'll be the first of the list, because you asked ahead of time. Okay, Rasan, please let me know what the code is. I've sent it to your email. Damasty Cluster handhold stream, if people need it, sure. Antisocial, South is not entirely antisocial, more like parasocial. Okay, so, look, let's be dead ass for a second. Parasocialism is very normal. Of course I'm slightly parasocial. You're all strangers who show up and spend time with me, and usually say nice words and sometimes give me money. Of course I have some degree of parasocial feelings. That's absolutely normal. In the same way, of course people have parasocial feelings about creators they watch. You're learning about people's lives. You're regularly interacting with them with years. Here's a good way of putting it. One of my friends is a big fan, the guy who does Vor commissions. He's a really big fan of Koseki Biju. And one day he was very concerned because he effectively had a dream where he was dating Biju. That is perfectly normal. You like this female person, and you spend a lot of time thinking about them and listening to their voice and laughing at it. Of course your brain is going to eventually think, oh, is this a romance thing? Much like with streaming, of course your brain starts going, oh, is this a friend thing? Your brain doesn't have context of the internet. And parasocialism and internet friends, that is the fast food version of social interaction. It's absolutely fine as long as it's not the only source of your diet. Strangers, you're the voices in my head. We are very familiar. Yeah, well, I'm not schizophrenic like the rest of you, unfortunately. I wish I have a dream of dating South. Well, I wouldn't exactly be good on a date. I've dated one person and I've been on one date, and they were two different people. South said my name once. Clearly he's in love with me as much as I am with him. Welcome in, Kai. Lovely to have you. You joined at an awkward time. I got 21 and 22. I got 5th. That's pretty good. However, your XP's bad. Okay, Rigu, your LMD generation is very good. Your XP generation is bad. Bro was concerned. At least he isn't too far gone. Yeah, of course he was concerned. He suddenly found himself thinking about a lolly character romantically, and also being parasocial with a streamer he watched and imagined dating her. And this was out of nowhere, whereas previously he was just enjoying the company. So of course he was, South in HoloCure when? I'm not a member of HoloLive. I have applied once, but I didn't get accepted. I don't know, crazy fact. I'm happily dead from thigh pressure. Yeah, you and Shadow specifically, nobody else. Everyone else is forgotten. Okay, sorry, you wanted the RS6. I assume you mean the medal for the 6th stage. Sure, let's take a look, see what this bad boy is. Complete it with awaken at least 5 slum. Oh, yeah, that's absolutely doable. Absolutely doable. Rasan, which team do you want me to change? Just to check, which team do you want me to change? A newbie account, I can entirely see why they're having trouble. I was using 3 TPs and 4 factories, while the 3 factories were 1 gold. That would make sense, that would make sense. Is this a good base? 25k for XP and metal? That's an okay base. That's an okay base. You would ideally want more like 30k XP and metal, but your base is good enough. Your base is you've spent some time, that is absolutely sufficient. Good stuff. If you get accepted into HoloLive one day, make sure to constantly collab with the female streamers to make 4chan seed. I'm not as funny and based as Vesper. I don't know what to tell you. Vans Kelig? Was bedeutet das? There's nothing to keep on each squad. Change this one. Okay, lovely. Yep, let's take a look-see. We'll need Vanguards. I remember the stage. It is actually kind of brutal. I will probably borrow a friend's Vanguard. Let me borrow a friend's Inez specifically. You need a lot of DP generation for this. Why did one of your friends have an S1 Inez? Okay, they're a level 60. I was gonna say, what the fuck is wrong with them? When you eventually make it big in HoloLive, will you remember us? Of course I'll remember you. But realistically, look, I'm never gonna make it big and I'm never gonna be a HoloLive member. This is my version of making it big. This is much bigger than I ever expected. So thank you all so much for coming by and saying hi. It's really lovely to have you all. Thanks for the quick review, South. No worries, Riku. If I get up to your account and I remember, I might take a quick peek. Okay, I'm actually just going to borrow a friend's Wishadel. It looks like you don't have a sufficiently good Inez. And Wishadel makes this very easy. You won't find another Inez, that's my struggle. If you ever want, feel free to ask to add me as a friend, and I will leave my Inez up for you, sir. South belongs to us. That's crazy. Who needs HoloLive when you have South? So, the advantage of potentially being a HoloLive member is I could theoretically be a full-time streamer. But no, absolutely. Different appeals. And no, that's not a justified reason to join. I'm only joking around. My Inez is M9 and I have free friend slots. That's actually probably a better option because I'm kind of full on friend slots. I frequently have to unfriend people just because I'm at the max 100. Okay, realistically, let's grab baseline. I think this team is fine. I can definitely see why you were struggling with this though. I really can. I can 100% see why you were struggling. Let's grab red S1. Perfect. Should be doable though. We need to wake 5 of them. That's why you vanished from my friends list? Yes. Unfortunately, I've been recently prioritizing newer players who actually need assist units more often. But if you ever need me back, let me know. I will boot someone else for you. Okay, now we just need to be relatively careful here. This stage is so shit for new players. I love it. This stage is so outstandingly shit. Okay, that's 2 of 5. That's 2 of 5. Corpo South? No, I would never be Corpo. I would never be Corpo. I would never e-beg either. You'll never catch me being Corpo or e-begging. Never gonna happen. Now, Project Red can temporarily store 1. we might just lose here. Yeah, okay, sorry, I butchered this. Let me restart. Oh, Barbados Mouse, you two know each other? Lovely, lovely stuff. I make 99 gold a day, 28k XP, and 50k LMD a day. Well, if that's 99k gold, then you should focus more on your XP production. That is way too much. My assist units are Crown Slayer, Sukanogi, and Horn. So dog shit, and waifu. Good to know, good to know. I'd be a big fan of you if you made it into Hollow, just a quiet fan. That's a very sweet sentiment. Look, if I ever did quote-unquote make it big, of course I would remember you all, but I don't ever expect to. That is quite a bit too large. That is quite a bit too large. Okay, I know what I did wrong. I just need more DP before I activate these bad boys. The fun thing is that Thorns actually can activate this with his damage over time. It's pretty based. Suki and Horn are dog shit, I know, right? And then you've got your waifu of Crown Slayer, who's also dog shit, but like, parentheses funny. Okay, lovely stuff. That should be all we need. We just need to get Wishadel down in time so that she's ready to kill everything on that right stage. That is 4 of them woken up. And now we just need to activate 1 more, which we should be nice and easy to do. This should be the medal. The medal isn't actually that bad, it's just a pain in the ass. Rast, do you need a friend with an M9? Oh yeah, thank you so much for going over, Kai. That's very, very sweet of you. So yes, please do reach out to Rast. He has one for you. Okay, Virtuosa getting absolutely stomped on, but she actually lived that. That's shocking. To Bean or not to Bean? That is the question. I mean, do you want to be Mr. Bean or not? Really, thought of the day, dude. Thought of the day. Okay, now Nightingale is going to get periodically stunned, but that doesn't really matter so much. I believe that should be the mission. Hopefully, unless I read it wrong. If I read it wrong, then I read it wrong, but hopefully that's the mission for you. Fingers crossed I didn't fuck it up. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. If I did, I'll read it closer. Thank you. No worries. I'm so happy to help, Raz. And yeah, I can add Kai for you, actually, because I just remembered I have control of your account right now. Okay, so after this, I will add Kai on your account so you have a good Inez to choose from. So there you go. I'll even hook you up with an Inez, me specifically. But no, I remember how insanely psychopathically brutal this stage was as a... just on the first run. Not even as a newer player, just in general. These guys are so tanky and they do so much fucking damage. It's pretty absurd. Only a couple of characters can actually deal with them. Lurking while I eat lunch. Hey, I hope you have a lovely lunch, man. Hey, it's Nami cover. Okay, perfect. There you go. Medal achieved. And now let me add Kai for you. Just to save you the time, so you've got an Inez. I don't know how I didn't put it together that I was on your account. And I will, just in case so I don't risk doxing you. Friends, let's add. There we go. Kai, hashtag 9852. 9852. Sorry, it fucked up and didn't do it properly. Big artist, yes sir. Okay, friend request sent, Kai. All yours. There you go, Rust. Happy to have helped. Hope you're able to get everything else you need of the event sorted. But there you go. That is that specific module. I do not have time for a full IS run though, because I only have maybe an hour. Okay. Where more? If you're still around, you are up next, sir. If you're here, you're up now. Heart emoji. Okay, what do you need from me, sir? I believe I already have your account, so while I'm waiting for you, let's actually go take a look-see. Oh, you're up? Yep, okay. Okay, let's take a look-see. Up. No worries if you're off doing other things. Okay, he might be gone. There may actually, Spade, if you're still here, and other people who wanted to join, there may actually still be room for you. I've been going through these way faster than I thought. Oh, hey, I only have 11, wait. Why, Raizune, why are you using me as your profile picture? That actually confused me. I was like, why is South DMing me? I was so confused. Why is South DMing me? Did I make another account and forget about it? You actually caught me off guard. But no, that's very, very wholesome. Do I need to send my email again? No, but I will need the code for you. I've sent the code. Please let me know what it is. You caught me off guard. I did not expect to see my own face. That's very sweet. I needed a handhold on the general stage. I should still have time, so just DM me which stage you need. Or no, DM me your email so I can remember. Anyone who wants to RJ, if you're still around, there's absolutely room for more people because it is just Weremore, Raizune, and Rigu, and I have an entire hour, so I do absolutely have time for some more people. I've been going through these really, really quickly. Self-jinxed, apparently so. South is the best profile picture. Thank you. I really love how the artist did it. I really, really love how the artist did it. South Mencha, how dare you? I'd want to go to Kazdel, the Sarkaz jeans. Yeah, the massive tits. Why wouldn't you just want to be isekai'd into Azure Lane then? Okay, Weremore, what do you need help with, sir? What do you need help with? I'm in your account. Please let me know what stages you need help with and which team you want me to change. Unless it's museum, in which case just let me know, and then I don't need to know which team. Did you know that Gura streamed a total of 82 hours during her 5 years at Hololive? No. She absolutely streamed more than 82 hours, sir. Gura streamed more than 82 hours. I don't know what to tell you. That is maybe 182, I could see that. She has streamed more than 82 hours. In her first year, she did more than that. In her first, maybe in like the last couple of years, but in her first year alone, she did more than 82 hours of streaming. Mostly just museum? Okay, absolutely. Museum should be nice and easy. Lamau isekai into AL just to get the suck. Yeah, the funny thing about isekaiing into Azure Lane is it would not go well for you. Anyone who actually reads the lore of Azure Lane, all 0 of you, you actually know what I'm talking about, for real. Hi, South. Welcome in, Shale! How's your day going? Lovely to have you. Okay, let's just grab a whole bunch of Vanguards, as per last time. 1 fast redeploy, or let's even go spicy, grab 2. And then 1 healer just for funsies. That's enough for all of these stages. 1 quarter done. Yes, sir. 1 quarter done. Isekai into Uma Musume. Welcome in, Scenics! I mean, the question is, for Uma Musume, if you managed to isekai into Uma Musume, would you be bound by the same laws that the real world has? Which is, if you ever lewd the horse girls, the Japanese Yakuza hunt you down and kill you? I want to gamble. If I could isekai into any world, I'd want to isekai into just a normal casino, for real. I want to isekai into like a world where there's no gamer system, but everything is decided by the dice, for real. So based and true. I love gambling. Let's go. You're a Venturine IRL. I'll be honest, I only did the hook stages. I should be able to get you most of the rewards then. If you've already done the hook, just doing this should get you basically all of the meaningful rewards. So we should be in the clear. Okay, now let's just pop these enemies with taxes. Let's sit down Inez. Let's change that for Cantabile. So basically IS3, pretty much, yeah. All those rewards. I know, right? There's a lot of rewards. Oh, thank you for not giving me another deployment slot game. I really appreciate it. I was just thinking this would be way too easy and convenient if I had another deployment slot or one of those things that allow me to redirect the ships. And instead you gave me something which summons a lot of enemies, which isn't necessary at all. Because in this one, you don't benefit from them at all. Because there's more than enough points to get SSS very easily. Oh, there we go. Lovely. Okay, that... at long last. I just need to still hyper-manage because I still only have fucking 0 deployment limit. HoloCure has a casino, by the way. Yeah, didn't they also add a Jump King minigame to HoloCure? Caillou has been going absolutely insane. Caillou is a Giga Chad for real. All my homies love Caillou. Okay, lovely stuff. There we go. We actually got enough stuff that we should be fine. Just barely. Ideally, we still get another directional thing. Please give me another one. Thank you. Perfect. Okay, now I only need to deploy 2 fast redeploys to unfuck this situation. That's fine. In the real world, do the horse girls breed with human men? I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't exactly know Uma Musume lore. Crazy fact. Is the Limbus in Arknights yet? Welcome in Arctic! To my knowledge, to my understanding, the Limbus Arknights collab is one way. So Arknights will not be getting anything, but Limbus will. As far as I'm aware, it is a one-way collab, unfortunately, so Arknights gets nothing. But how you going? It's lovely to see you, man. Hope you're having a lovely week so far. Okay, there we go. We're already at max points, so what am I bothering trying to get more points? I did see a very based Limbus Company meme recently, which was Limbus Company x Limbus Company collab. Which, when you think about it, every time they do one of the railways where they bring back abnormalities from Lobotomy Corporation, they're doing a Limbus collab. I fear my pull count. I hear the collab is mostly ego. Yeah, you might be screwed then. I've played Limbus a fair bit. I've never gotten any ego. It's not railway. Oh, sorry. No. I know this one isn't. But when you think about it, every railway... Oh, not railway. Walpurgisnacht, I believe, is a Limbus collab. Walpurgis. Yeah. Thank you. Finished my food and accepted the friend request. Hey, there you go. Arknights gets nothing? Yes. One-sided collabs are relatively common. Like, it's not super common in the sense of it's not just everyone always does a one-sided collab, but relatively common. Limbusing, Limbusy. For real. Oh no, my Limbusy. Sorry, I'll shut up. We're getting Queen of Hatred Dawn. I saw that. That does make me tempted, but I probably won't come back for the next little bit. I'll come back eventually, give it another try. Ah, my ears are fucked up. Warframe gets fuck all from the Balatro collab. Yeah, that's just how a lot of collabs go. It does actually make sense when you stop and think about it. Because not all collabs can be dual-sided. Especially because Arknights randomly makes all of its collabs canonical. For no reason. And by the way, speaking of that, I still consider the Dungeon Meshi collab non-canon. Does anyone disagree with me? Does anyone disagree with me on that one? South Ussi, what are you talking about? You mean I can't have more gambling in Warframe? Yeah, what would the collab be? Just a deck of cards? Where is the Armia skin for Tachanka in Rainbow Six Siege? Yeah, I feel like that one wouldn't make sense, Chief. I feel like that's a perfect example of what I'm talking about, where it wouldn't make sense to have Amiya just randomly show up in Rainbow Six. Then again, Rainbow Six has very much stopped giving a shit about being canon or not, so... I think they stopped Arknights with the Dungeon Meshi collab. Unironically, it did significantly ruin a portion of my enjoyment of Arknights as a whole. I was tempted to skip the collab as a whole. I ended up pulling them anyway, but I was very tempted to skip, and it did kind of low-key ruin a decent chunk of my enjoyment of the game Arknights for quite a while. I understand everyone has different lines in the sand, but that was it for me. Another lewd stream, my god. Welcome in, Jintako! Yes, sir. I'm gonna hold your hand, and there's nothing you can do about it. Why is my voice so fucked up? Let me take a sip of water. A card secondary in Warframe would be Pog? I haven't played enough Warframe to know exactly what you're talking about, but that would be pretty exciting. When are we getting South Sex stream? Literally never. Rainbow Six lore has gone to shit. Literal Power Rangers showing up wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, look, I don't play Rainbow Six much, but I was interested in it briefly. This is not intended to be ableist, by the way. This is not ableist at all. Real world, obviously, there is nothing wrong with you having disabilities. Outside of, you know, the disabilities. Like, if you're blind, you can't see. It is very wild to me that Rainbow Six randomly added an operator in a wheelchair. Right. Like, there is a line. This is an elite tactical force, you know, best of the best mercenaries in the world. The Rainbow Squad. They show up when all else has gone to hell, and you need absolute peak. One of their characters channeled the power of autism and developed a device which would catch and kill any grenade of any type. And then they also just have a lady in a wheelchair who controls robots. Can I still sign up? Absolutely, Muella! There are definitely still slots. I was not sure there would be, so feel free to sign up. There is absolutely slots still available. Wheelchair operator? Yeah, it caught me off guard. I thought it was an April Fool's joke. Apparently not. I somehow regret I didn't pull for Ella. I don't understand Ella's kit. I know everyone insists it's really simple. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand what Ella's kit does. How does it work? If she can complete the job, there's no issue. Do you understand how it might stretch people's suspension of disbeliefs that like, basically it's just a case of it stretches people's suspension of disbelief a little bit. That's all. There's obviously nothing wrong with having a disabled character, but it being a wheelchair in a game that is all about tactically breaching environments is a little bit wild. That's all, that's all. Okay, lovely stuff. S rank, that's all we need. They're speedrunning the DEI checklist. Look, DEI is not as big of a thing as people make it out to be. People massively overblow it. But it does definitely exist, because that's how ESG funding works. South, your definitions of difficult and hard to understand might be a bit warped. Wait, what do you mean? Huh? In what? Wait, what was I talking about that you're talking about now? Sorry, I'm stupid. Sorry, I'm stupid. What was I talking about? May I ask, what's the name? I don't know. I don't play Rainbow Six. I just remembered seeing it advertised. Is this Lemoen? No, somehow. Somehow it is not Lemoen. Also, I love how they spawn ranged enemies, which spawn camp your things. Lovely game mechanic. By the way, what's my Limbus ID? Apologies. I haven't played Limbus at Company enough to memorize my Limbus ID. But if you ping me at some stage in the Limbus part of the Discord, next time I play Limbus, I will absolutely let you know. Ella's kit, you called it confusing. It doesn't make sense to me. That's what I mean by confusing. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Look, Dorothy makes sense to me. Robin makes sense to me. Ella does not make sense to me. Okay, there you go. That is a significant chunk of the things you need collected. There you go. I will hand your account back to you, Waremore. But that is a good chunk of the museum done for you. There you go, there you go. Scopus is the wheelchair-bound operator. Okay, her name is Scopus, and yeah, she has 2 robots. But it's still just a bit weird to me.
Dad became quiet ever after.
Smash? What? You're saying you find my thighs attractive? How could you? Thanks, no worries, happy to help. Ella's more like sticky minds. Yeah, it's just confusing to me. Okay, Raizune, you are... Oh, next stream, no worries at all, sleep well. Riku, you're up next, sir, you're up next, sir. My brain is mashed from Fountain Wars, so fun fact, Wishadel. Sure, code sent, let me know what it is. Hi, can you hold my feet instead? Welcome in, Choo Choo, lovely to have you. How's your day going? Is it milking time? What do you mean milking time? South is not milkable. Fun lore fact. Lore fact of the day about South. South is not milkable. That's crazy. That's a crazy fact. Crazy fact. Oh, thank you very much, Rigu. And museum should be nice and easy, especially since it's this bad boy and you can just push it out. Your viewers are? How am I milking my viewers? I'm not even jokingly e-begging. What are you talking about? Oh, oh, yeah, okay, there you go. I was gonna say, the code is incorrect. No worries, no worries. I'm in now. What do you mean, not milkable? South's internals are hotter than the surface of the sun. And she doesn't have normal biological processes. What if we use the mimic ability loophole? And how, pray tell, would you convince South to... You know what, let's not even go there. If you want to talk about that, do it in Kick. If you want to talk about that, do it in Kick. But how would you convince South to do that? Milk? No, I'm not milking you, Morgan. If I was milking you, I'd say, hey, can someone give me, like, $10? That would be milking. I'm not doing so, though. Do not give me $10. I don't want your money today. There is no milking. This is pure hand-holding. So, yeah, fun fact about this. Do you have Wishadel? No, yes, okay, you do. Lovely, lovely stuff. Anyway, that's the stage sorted. Milk? No, there is no milking. Is capturing solar flares considered... No, she's not a sun. That's not how that one works, Chief. You hear it, South wants $10? No, I don't. I disagree with that assessment. That is not what I'm about, sir. How dare you slander me this way? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Sun. She is not a human son. That is not what that works. Milk holding? No, that's even worse. What would milk holding entail? Quick, throw subs? No, don't. Be responsible with your money. I used my full squad and I got an A. No. This is what's called a knowledge gap. There is nothing at all to be ashamed of, sir. This is what we call in the business a knowledge gap, which is also known as me absolutely cheesing the fuck out of the stage. Because I just have that knowledge and you were not aware. So, lovely stuff. As you can see, I'm already up to an A rank. Yeah, fun fact, Wishadel is a fair and balanced operator with many downsides. She has so many drawbacks. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Dang, no worries. There is nothing to be ashamed of. These stages are very hard. There are just specific ways you can choose it. It's called a minor skill issue. No, it's not even a skill issue. Wishadel is called a skill issue. Wishadel is a walking case of skill issue Dio. Thanks for coming by, Jolie. Please do sleep. Please do sleep. 5 a.m. is way too late to be staying up for my content. But it was lovely to have you, man. Please add me to the queue. To join the queue, all you need to do is DM South. You need to DM South Heart Violence on Discord. You can find me in the Discord under the Mr. Go Live tab. That is how you join the queue. Apologies. That is the only way to join the queue because I need your email to log into your account. So I need you to DM me your email. That is why I do it that way. Okay, it looks like we might have partially lost. Looks like we might only get a normal S rank this time, just because of bad luck on the enemy spawn, but that is what it is. The fact Wishadel only has 6 ammo is sad. Yeah, truly, she needs more ammo. So true, so true. But no, sleep well, Jolie! Thanks for coming! They should have buffed Wishadel, she has too many downsides. So true, bestie. Okay, now we got an SS, that's lovely. That's what S2 is for. Wishadel S2 is pretty amazing with attack speed, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there you go! That actually took you to the maximum reward. So there you go, Rigu. I will claim this just in case you forget because it's about to expire. You get some polygel and some skill summaries. Congratulations, sir. You're in the clear. There you go, there you go. Now everybody behold my thighs. Spade, you are up next if you're around. And then after that, Muella, you're up. I'm going to go now, have fun. Thanks so much for coming, Memo. Have a lovely day. It was lovely to have you. Thanks for coming, South. Man pregnant emoji. No worries. You're not pregnant, though. No matter how much you may think otherwise. Oh, Spade is stuck on this stage. Okay, Spade, content. Code sent. Code sent. Wait, Spade might not be around. She might have gone to bed. Oh, there you are, there you are. Okay, code sent. So Spade is stuck on a certain stage in Chapter 6, which has a fixed deployment roster, because she doesn't know what any of the characters do. So this will be very easy for me, because I know all of the characters, but it's very understandable. It shouldn't expire when it says one day it'll turn into 24. Yeah, but just in case. Not everyone logs in every day. Okay, Spade, please let me know what the code is. Thank you very much. Milkies? No, there are no Milkies. There are no South Milkies. How would you convince South to have Milkies? Hi, what's up, what's going on? Oh, sorry, welcome in, Miss Dima. Lovely to have you. How's your day going? When I'm logging into people's accounts, I have the screen black so that I don't accidentally dox them. And then I also have a thigh redeem so people can look at my thighs, which is just slightly more interesting to them. Welcome in. How's your day going? Sorry, you joined at an awkward time. Oh, Spade, you have also not played today. I see. Well, you're not the only one. Real life always takes precedence, and it's a hobby. If you're not having fun, you shouldn't be playing. Okay, let's take a look-see. Stage 6, 7, it is this bad boy. I remember this stage. I know all of these operators, so I'm in the clear. How'd you convince South to milk if you're not milking the right thing? What a thought of the day, dude. Thought of the day. South the wise. How am I wise? What? Look, I put my pants on one shoe at a time, like everybody else. You're not thinking practically if she can ahem, she wouldn't have to worry about water? She already doesn't have to worry about water. She doesn't have basic biological needs. She forgot she needed to consume water, and so she no longer needs to consume water. That is how that works. Oh yeah, this stage... No jokes. It is entirely understandable that Spade was having trouble with this stage. I can 100% see why, even though obviously for certain more boomer players, it is just brain dead easy, because we know all of the operators. Feet Eater in the team, Spade is so base. No, this is a fixed roster. This is one of the more difficult stages. It absolutely is. For tutorials, this is actually pretty brutal. I believe Feet Eater can shove the enemies here. I'm not sure. If not, it doesn't really matter, because... Oh, yeah, perfect, she does. Either way, Blaze is actually the solution here. Literally the intended solution. However, maybe Feet Eater can kill him. I use none of these operators. No. It's perfectly understandable, Spade. There's no shame. I'll figure out the loophole. I'll send it in not safe for work chat. Yeah, please do your best job of convincing me why South would allow you to do that. Why do they default to Blaze S3? That's actually kind of Giga Chad. I like that. This one. Yes, sir. Welcome in, Windy Crow. How's your week going so far? Feet Eater. Yep. And I understand what they were going for, because it's supposed to be Iron Stomach. So F-E Eater is Iron Eater. But let's be real, in English it's just Feet Eater. So much like Hung, she is very much a case of translation error. You should have translated it to someone else. Even though it's a clever pun, everyone just calls her Feet Eater. This is pretty easy. I used a guide after screwing up 3 times. No. If you're not accustomed to Mephisto, this is a very difficult stage. I actually kind of forgot Mephisto was in this, so I might actually lose, because I don't think I have a DPS for him. But Beagle's definitely tanky enough. But worst case, this will take me 2 tries. How do you pronounce Feta? Feta. But it's F-E, as in the alchemic... Oh, no, not alchemy. What am I thinking? Periodic table symbol for iron. So her name is Iron Eater. Mephisto, that's Faust. You know damn well what I mean. You know full well what I mean, sir. Okay, activate your defense, Beagle, because I cannot afford you to die. And then once he's in range, Amir should kill him. The stage has 20 life points. I will still fail. Yeah, no. It's actually very funny. Chapter 0, it's impossible to fail most of the stages because you just have more HP points than there are enemies. Okay, now, moment of truth. Amir, can you actually kill Mephisto? Potentially not. I might have fucked up here. Amir, please actually start damaging him. Holy shit. Oh my fucking god, Amir. Do I just lose because I... That's fine. Iron, Fe, ferrum. No. Fe is the symbol for iron. Fe is the symbol for iron. I don't know what to tell you, sir. Okay, now, unfortunately, everybody fucking dies to a single shot. My poor son, Sasha. I may have fucked this one up. That's fine, that's fine. I should still maybe be able to save it because he walks so slowly. I just need to wait for there to be bait, or right after he uses his special attack on Beagle. It's just gonna be timing, basically. Okay, perfect. Please be enough. Okay, maybe this is enough. Maybe. Either way, hopefully first try. If not, definitely second try. I unironically forgot you had to fight Mephisto. Okay, lovely stuff. There you go, Spade. Keep Beagle or something for the last moment? No. I just needed the DPS. It's fine. Okay, all cleared. There you go. All sorted. People in 2022 just sorted it. No. This is a fixed roster stage, which is why Spade was having trouble. You cannot change who you're using. This is the second hardest fixed roster stage in the game, so very, very understandable. Okay, oh, wrong button. Your account is your own again. There you go, all sorted. Thank you so much. No worries at all. Now you can press on in the story when you choose to. Glad's Greythroat. Greythroat is actually very good. South Grippers, why are you fetishizing South's feet? Wait for the 3D model, you pervert. Okay. You are up next, Andre. Code sent. Please let me know what it is and then which stages you need a hand with. But no, I like Greythroat. It's a shame that she got directly power-crept by Arcado. I hate that stage so much. It's easy for me because I know how all of the operators work, but for a newer player, it is pretty brutal. And now, while I wait for Andre, let me take a sip of water. Just Serta, the fixed operator stage. I do find it funny that they are kind of giving up, because they had a demonstration for Lemuel, which is Exusiate Altar, where they just showed her reviving Serta. They know. Okay, this is just going to be used to use Serta S3 again faster, isn't it? Yep. With the 3D model, chat might convince you to grant us complete mobility, get stuck in your thighs. The 3D model I will be publishing, so anyone can use it if you choose to. So, that's assuming I hit it, to be fair. That is not guaranteed. Okay, let's take a look-see. Let's do the museum. Oh, you've done nothing. I should have time to do more than just this for you, because you are the last person in the queue, so I should have time. An army of Souths? No, look, you can make MMD porn, like all of your heart's desire. Use we will? Exactly. I'm not giving you permission to stream with it or anything, that would still be copyright infringement. But if you want to use it to make MMDs, I'm allowing you to do so. You know, that'll never happen. Look, I've already said that every piece of clothing will be removable. That was one of the bets. Any? Wait, what do you mean any? What did I say? Any type of MMD? Yes. Let the golden bows work its magic. This is not a golden bows situation, sir. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, now I didn't bring a fast redeploy, so I'm just gonna be lazy. I only need S ranks anyway. Oh my god, I forgot how bad the fucking tutorials are. Why is there not a skip button? The mini game is until tomorrow. Yeah. This is not the only chance for the mini game. But I should be able to do 2 full sets of them, which is a full half of the mini game, which will get you the majority of the awards. Okay, so there we go. Let's just smash through this bad boy. Yep, I know. I know. I know. Still in the tutorial. That's crazy. There we go. Oh, we're finally free. So I'm gonna do something very funny. Little known strat. This mechanic can only bounce off of a given operator once. So if you do this, it just works. This is the much simpler version of what I was already doing, and ironically enough, this should still be fine. We can actually retreat Texas. This should still be absolutely fine. This is all you need. You do not need to worry about all of the other shit. I was just doing so to be fancy. We'll put Crown Slayer drip on her and make her do caramel dancing. Look, as long as someone makes an NMD of me dancing to Conqueror, I'm happy. I don't mind. That's why I was afraid to click this. The stage? Because the tutorial sucks? I don't blame you. Theoretically, with the 3D model used nothing at all and be Oonga Boonga Caveman, there is a chance that the 3D model won't have removable panties, but everything else will be removable. Every piece of clothing will be removable. Maybe not the underwear, maybe, but everything else, yes. So you can go nuts and do whatever you like. 1984, you don't understand how expensive this shit is. Look, you don't understand how expensive it is to get all of these customizations. Why do you think it had to be a 10,000 point reward? So yes, you can also get custom Crown Slayer drip should you choose to, I suppose. Scam? How is this a scam? Explain yourself! Explain yourself! How is this a scam? Need thighs? You'll be able to appreciate my thighs. That's not affected. Or are you saying you want to see my thighs now? There you go. Are you all enjoying my thighs and my pretty face, which is way prettier than my thighs? South, how much for a neon roll? You should be saving your money for SmashCon. Sir, ma'am, you should be saving your money. Head pat, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, let's replace Salich with just a Texas. X3. Why do you default to S2? What's wrong with you? Fine, I'll ask after Smash. Fine, I'll consider it after Smash. I must Nyan. Then all you need to do is convince me. I'm not giving you a number because I would feel bad about that. That is encouraging you. Back from a shower. Welcome back, Lysiris. I hope you had a lovely shower. Lovely to have you. So you know what? I'm actually just gonna... I don't need SSS ranks, so I'm just gonna do what I need to do. Fun fact, you can just entirely ignore this shit. Your face is definitely more pretty. Aw, thank you. I'm glad you agree with me. Good boy. Oh, finally, a well-behaved one. And thanks for the head pat, Windy Crows. I appreciate it. Okay, let's just have Siege spawn camp these guys, I guess. Alright, I didn't kill these guys this time because I'm just choosing it out. Okay, there we go. Let's just kill all these bad boys. And let's see, do these guys give points? Yes, they do. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so I'll actually just kill this guy. Should be possible with Vulpus and Texas. Because they are relatively squishy, all things considered. Hot Wheels? What, do you want me to say thank you for groping me? I'm not saying that. Well, I'm not gonna thank you for groping me, sir. You're not gonna get a thank you for the groping. That is not a head pat. That is a Hot Wheels, sir. Yeah, oh, there we go, there we go. Yeah, get it out of your system. Get it out of your system. Do what you gotta do, you filthy degenerates. You know, degenerates like you belong on a cross. Okay, I just almost crashed all of my points by having Scavenger drive them directly into a wall. We are pumping air to the lungs. I don't need CPR. South doesn't need to breathe. Crazy fact, South canonically does not need to breathe. So you are not giving me CPR. That's not how that one works. Hey, South, can you handhold my Lungman Dragons bingo lockout qualifier run? Zai, welcome. First of all, welcome and lovely to have you. Second of all, I am not submitting my own because I don't want to spend the time doing so. So what do you think? Need an ear ruffle redeem? No, because the ears are toggleable. But welcome inside! How is your move been? That's a yes. That is not what I said. So there's this funny thing. Me not saying no does not mean me saying yes. And me saying no especially does not mean me saying yes. And I said no. I don't know what to tell you. It was too confusing for me, pretty much. It requires reading, and I just can't. I'm settled in, currently memeing in preparation for Anime Expo. Hey, have fun. Also, by the way, are you part of the content creator program? If so, make sure to pick up the thingy. Which is, like, it's really sweet that they're doing that, but damn, the fact that you need to be there in person, that's rough. That's unfortunate for people who hypothetically live in Australia. Crazy fact, crazy fact. Make ear toggle disabled during ruffle redeem. That is not how that works. That is a very sweet sentiment and a good attempt at trouble resolution. That is unfortunately not how it works. Yeah, I know, SMH, I was already going. Yeah, you poor soul, truly. You have a burden unlike any other. If you're part of it, you'll get one a year. Yeah, but they haven't done that yet, and I'm salty. Either way, look, I'm not complaining at all. I'm only jokingly complaining. They give so much redacted. You know what I'm saying? There is so much redacted. I have so many free shit that I'm gonna be giving stuff away. Yeah, but I can't go to anime conventions. It is what it is. Okay, let's actually redeploy Myrtle, because these guys are kind of cringe. But no, it's lovely to hear that the move went well, and I hope you have an absolute blast in AX. Can you farm the same stage over and over? No, you need to do the entire museum. You only get point rewards for up to S rank on each stage once. So the goal is you need to S rank every stage, basically. Redacted handouts? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's so redacted. Okay, lovely stuff. This should be an S rank. So yeah, there's no point getting past S rank ever. So once you get S rank, that's all of the points you're gonna get. I'm gonna lurk, pretend I'm working on my Sentinel video. Have fun! And I cannot judge. So I've been doing a challenge of trying to publish 2 videos a month. And I haven't published any videos in July. And it's looking like I'm not going to. I've got a lot of videos cooking, like the Jeopardy VOD, and the next account reviews VOD, and a bunch of other things I'm not going to spoil, even though they probably won't come out, because if they come out, they'll be actual fucking cinema. But I haven't finished any of them. In July, oh, sorry, June. Sorry, you know what I mean, 30-second videos, easy. I'll probably pump out 2 shitposts. The problem is, I'm actually working on Gay Sex Thursdays this week. I know, it's tragic, but my boss needs me for something, so I'm gonna be working like 16 hours Gay Sex Thursdays. You haven't even finished the point rewards. You're correct, but hey, I already said I'm not doing the next slide of point rewards until we're up to, what was it? 9990. So we still have another 345 points until I'm doing the next set of point rewards. Because I don't want to. I'm panicked and I have no ideas. Bro is always busy during Gay Sex Thursdays. I wonder why. Yeah, I mean, look, I feel like it's in the name. Thursday what? What? Okay, where are you lost here? Where are you lost here? I am busy working during Gay Sex Thursdays. 3:55? No, 3:45. 9990 9990 is when I said I would do it. Not at 10,000. I appreciate you, Rast, but in this case, my math was correct. Fun fact, Nyan is Kino. I disagree with that, DXD. Say Gex Thursdays exist? Yeah, Zarathan can confirm. So for your job, you filled a 55-gallon drum with lube for Amazon.com. You caught me. I'm not actually a spy, nor do I work for the ATO. I specifically work in an Amazon fulfillment center, filling specifically barrels with cum. Oh, sorry. I mean lube. Definitely. I definitely mean lube. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. No one gets the it's a special white sticky kind of cum. Don't lube. Petition to rename Thursday to Thursday. No, so a lot of people don't know this. Basically all of our English days of the week are named after various different Norse gods. So Thursday is actually Thor's Day. which is the day of Thor, as in the god of thunder, who you all know from Marvel. But it is not just Thursday. It is also Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So every single day is named after a Norse god specifically. Very little known fact. That's where I worked that one shift at the cum factory at. Yeah. I was very busy packaging. You produced so many. You produced so many at the cum factory. Thank you. Thank you, Zyrathan. You filled up an entire thing yourself. That was crazy. I couldn't believe my eyes when 10 million fireflies. Welcome in, Marshu. Why are you calling me bald? How dare you? How dare you? But yeah, no, so a little bit of fun fact for people. Every single day of the week is named after a Norse god. For example, Tuesday is Tyr's Day, which is one of the gods of war, one of the many. Friday is Freya's Day, which is Freya. Saturday, I forget what Saturday is. Wednesday is Woden's Day, or Odin. It's an alternate name for Odin, which is Thor's dad. And then I also forget what Monday is. So as you can see, really fun fact of me. Friday is actually Frey's Day or Freya's Day. Yes. I remembered that one. How do you prefer your napalm, hot and sticky or thick and chunky? Thank you for distracting me from actually clearing the event. I outright was forgetting to press buttons. That's crazy. But no, obviously the napalm needs to be hot and sticky. Otherwise it's not napalm. You know, they call me napalm back in school. Sorry, stupid jokes out of the way. How many generations of lube did Zyrathan produce? You'd need to ask Zai. Hey Zai, how many generations of lube did you make? Oh, sorry. You're working on your video, for real. They call you napalm? What, because I'm hot and sticky? Yeah. That was my nickname back in college. I know, crazy fact. A lot of people don't believe that about me. I had a lot of nicknames back in college. I don't know, I'm adopted, based. You know, that means someone still has the opportunity to... No, I'm not going to make that joke. All my homies despise Odin? Why do you despise Odin? South, I watched your Project Red video yesterday. It sounds like AI. Your brain rotted. I just had bad mic quality. Bro, that is clearly not AI. I just had bad mic quality and not a lot of confidence because I was still new to content. This is an interesting topic. What, all of the days being named after Norse gods? I'm very annoyed that I can't remember Monday. And then Sunday is obviously named after the sun, so it wasn't all of them. Never mind. You guys are related to idiots at your Christmas parties. I don't do Christmas parties. Okay, I was about to start trauma dumping. I'm gonna refrain from doing so. Apologies, everybody. I considered trauma dumping, and that was really cringe of me. Moon Day, yeah, it is theoretically named after that, but it's also named after a god. I just forget which one. Okay, now, by the way, this stage is entirely RNG. Let's find out how lucky I get. God of War Ragnarok, that's all. I saw that game. It didn't particularly interest me. Okay, do I actually just... Yeah, I actually skill issue. And by that I mean I got unlucky. That's crazy. I got the bad spawn of enemies, so I just kind of partially lose. Right when I first watched that Project Red video, I didn't realize it was you. It sounded like that AI that's always on YouTube Shorts. Bro, that video has been out years. It's not AI. And no, it didn't sound like that. You guys are fucking brain rotted. It did not sound like the YouTube Shorts AI. This is more what the YouTube Shorts AI algorithm sounds like. Here we see a wolf, and as you can see, these helpful people help the wolf. It is struggling, and they save a deer, and ignore the fact that it's a different wolf in each video. That is what the fucking AI sounds like. You're all brain rotted. Or at least the one I'm thinking of. Hey, Helltaker. Back to work, have fun, use protection. Why would I need protection for this? Have fun, Zai! But no, that's, look, jokes aside, this is not even close to the most cursed thing I've had people recognize me by. Did you know some people think of me as that YouTube Shorts guy? I made like 7 YouTube Shorts and no one watched them. I don't understand how people thought I was the YouTube Shorts guy. What are they talking about? I don't make YouTube Shorts. Are they confusing me with Rin Penrose? Ich weiß nicht, es tut mir leid. Ich kenne, was das bedeutet nicht. Ah, warum? That Vermeil guy, I can even understand that one. That's a relatively popular one. I remember a comment of one of your videos being like, it's a dude, they always were. Yeah, it's very funny how many people think that every VTuber is just a dude using a voice changer. And then you do actually have male VTubers, female VTubers, which are just dudes using a voice changer. There are actually a couple. I'm not gonna name names because it's kind of like forbidden lore, but there are actually a couple. I discovered you from the account review vid, and that vid is still getting recommended to me. That video went really hard. I'm glad people really enjoyed it because I spent an entire month editing that. I'm also working on a sequel to it, so I hope people like the second one as well. But no, really, I'm really glad people enjoyed that one. That was also the first video I was ever properly monetized, because YouTube kept demonetizing me for ages. It was kind of a nightmare scenario, and I cried a bit. Like, it doesn't matter to me now, and by the time I got a monetized video, I no longer cared. But I had previously cared. I know it's a bit silly. But yeah, so I'm really glad people enjoyed that. That was my first experience with YouTube's ad revenue system. It was a nightmare. I don't remember how I discovered you, but I'm glad your video popped up. Oh, thank you so much, Shirayuki. It's lovely to have you as well. I discovered you through your Pepe Pulls video. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people did, and that one does make me happy, because that was a good video, and also, it gives me some of the money I spent on Pepe back. Because, man, that was fucking expensive. So, even though I only earned like $4 of ad revenue, that is $4 less spent on Pepe. What if South is a girl using a voice changer? I have considered in the past using a voice changer. I know this is not the question you were asking. I have considered in the past using a voice changer to make me sound female, but I think I won't. Even though it would probably help my popularity significantly. The skin vid is peak. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. Unironically, while there are a few problems with the skin video, I believe personally that is the best video I've ever done. A lot of people also really liked the Arknights has a skin problem video where I accidentally rage baited people. Because, again, to defend myself, that was not an intentional rage bait. It did not even occur to me in any world that someone would see a skin video about Arknights skins showing off Shining skin and Thorn skin and think, oh, the reason those two characters are there are because black and white. You're talking pigment. I was clearly talking about paid cosmetics. I genuinely, it didn't even occur to me that people would think I was race baiting or talking about race. At no stage did it occur to me. I just picked a female Guna skin and a male Guna skin I liked. And then so many comments were about, hey buddy, why, whoa, you can't be, what's this? And no, that didn't even cross my mind when I was making it. It did not occur to me. Oh, thanks for coming, Pokums, have a lovely day. Make the roll lavender? Maybe. I got in through account reviews video because the thumbnail title was a turnoff. I took a chance on a gut feeling. Well, it's lovely to have you either way. That is actually kind of funny. I don't like this thumbnail. I'm gonna try it out anyway. What a giga chat. Hot male voice with hot model is better. Yes, sir. I'm a bisexual's wet dream. Okay, there you go. That is a lot of levels. That is, what, 25? Yep, so that's half of the event done for you. There you go, sir. All sorted. Oh, wrong button. Fuck, I keep clicking the wrong one. Now, did anyone else need a handhold? No, that is actually it. That is the last person who needed a handhold. The skin vid is peak. I'm really glad you liked it. Okay, now let me swap back to my account before I forget. South focused a lot on Vermeil Artist and Shamari E1. I'm not saying anything, but I can connect the dots. Because it's fun psychic damage, and it's just a fun bit of trivia people don't know about. I'm not a lolicon. I don't know what to tell you. I don't find any lolly character attractive at all. Like 0% attraction. Unless you count like Asuna from Blue Archive as a lolly, or Karen as from Blue Archive as a lolly. Which they're fucking not. That is an anime underaged, not an actual underaged. Are you a Blue Archive player? No. I played it very briefly when it first came out because the meme about Karen from Blue Archive being thorns But the gameplay wasn't fun, so I quit. Shamari? Oh, yeah. So who wants a free dose of psychic damage? Let's go. This is back on my account now. You can tell because I'm being forced to use Ak. So, a little fun fact about Shamari that not a lot of people do. It will be in the Jeopardy video when I make it. The reason I say you need E2 Shamari or her skin is because, as you can see, her entire outfit is see-through, and you can see her panties for some reason. Which character had Roblox face? Okay, so that one is Insider. That one is specifically Insider, which is Eltic's current favorite operator because he actively betrays Salon and all of the other characters he loves, like Lemelin. This guy has Roblox-looking face. I second this Lavender Roll petition. Hiraeth, you don't have the role. It's only Shadow and Pokems. You monster? How am I a monster? Okay, and then of course, there's the classic. Just in case anybody somehow doesn't know this, Insider is sus. He is. You know who else is sus? You know who else is sus? My mom. No, yeah, I don't even need to say anything. It's funny. I do not need to say anything. Lovely stuff. No, that is sus. Yes, sir. The sus duo, and then of course you have Susuro, who is truly red sus. I've seen her edited into an Among Us imposter. I've played these games before. Yeah, that was a Squid Game reference, right? I watched the first episode of season 2. I had no desire to finish the rest. It seemed kind of boring. There were like some fun moments, but if that was the peak, I wasn't interested. I watched one episode. I didn't have any desire to continue. Okay, I'm going to actually end a little bit early, so that I can exercise before I go to bed. I was expecting... I'm really shocked. I got through, like, what, 20 people's handholds? 15, 20 people? That was insane. But I've already done all of the... Wait, let me actually check. Have I done all of it on my own account? I believe so, but it's worth checking. I'm pretty sure I did. Bye-bye, Sam. Thank you so much for coming, Fracta. Yes, okay, I've done everything on my account. Okay, so I'm gonna end a little bit early. Apologies, everybody. I know it's a little... I've been ending a little bit early a couple days in a row. I've been having a bit of a busy time at work. Next week, I should be back to normal, though. Make sure to rest. Yeah. I'm gonna exercise, then have dinner. Wait, I don't have any food. Yes, I don't... Okay, what can I do for dinner? You know what? That's a problem for future me. Thank you, South. No worries at all, Weller. Very happy to help. Fun fact stream? No, I don't have an entire stream worth of information. South, what's up, Fracta? What are you worried about? Thanks for the stream. Thanks so much for coming, everybody. You have a good one. You as well, Lasirus. It was lovely to have you. Good night, Alucard. I hope you got the job. I'm so excited for you. And even if you didn't, I'm so proud of you for doing the interview. No food? Yeah, so, you know what? Maybe instead of working out, I can cook stir fry. How about that? How about I can cook stir fry? I have the ingredients for food, I just haven't cooked. Stream ending? Ending. Yes, Jerry. Oh, thanks so much for coming, Rustlostu. Thanks so much for coming, Cinny. Thanks for coming, Rigu. Thanks for the stream and the handhold. No worries, I'm very happy to help. Wait, theoretically, if Sten is still here, no, actually, it's a bit late for IS, that's fine. Like the vid. Yes, if you haven't already, please do consider liking the YouTube video. It means a lot for me. The YouTube stream, rather. Okay, no raid for today. I'm just gonna end and go cook food. So, thank you all so much for coming, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I will catch you around, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, now YouTube's